55 the last couple of weeks has been kind of fun, but it's been a struggle for some of these guys. I don't know what the reasoning is because they play all the time in their cars when they're going to school and they always talk crap. So if you are playing this morning, understand this. We're getting back to norm, getting back to the huge. 2 new contestants. Josh is on with us right now. Josh here, it says you're going for, wait a second. Hold on. Is this the last person that was on with us in the 5 and 655 on Friday?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're letting them have were you struggling to find contestants this morning or something?
No, he was going for number 2 and we had decided to cut it off for
when we did high school week.
week.
Oh, I thought this was the guy from Friday. Okay, Josh, welcome back. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. I feel like I've been waiting for an eternity.
I know. It's been a couple weeks. What do you do again, Josh? Refresh my memory.
Let's not talk about that.
Okay.
Oh,
secret agent, man.
Illegal activities? Is that what we got going on here, Josh? All right. You're going to be challenging Corey from Douglas, Michigan. Hi, Corey. How you doing?
I'm doing great this morning.
Good morning. Whatever Josh does, he does it loud because it is loud where he's at. I'm going to lock him up in a soundproof area so I can talk to you. Hold on, Josh. Stay right there. I'm locking you up. Corey, you're in Douglas, Michigan. What do you do?
I drive the Interurban. It's a small bus around town helping people get to and from places.
That's beautiful. All right. Well, here we go. We're going to ask 5 questions. Whoever gets the most right wins. Tie goes to the champion. That would be Josh in his illegal job. Question number 1. Chris Brown was denied bail in the UK, so he remains in jail after his arrest on allegations that he assaulted a producer 2 years ago. Which of these songs is not a Chris Brown song? A, Loyal, B, Look at Me Now, or C, Whatever You Like?
A.
Question number 2, Gwyneth Paltrow has a message for everyone who doesn't like her famous vagina candle. Go F yourself, she says, quote unquote. What's her lifestyle brand called?
Body?
Question number 3. Last night at the Jelly Roll Post Malone show, Eminem made a special guest appearance. What's Eminem's legal first and last name?
Marshall Mathers.
Question number 4. American Idol crowned its season 23 winner last night. True or false, Ryan Seacrest is the only host that show has ever had?
30 seconds.
False.
And question number 5, country singer Lainey Wilson is celebrating her 33rd birthday today. What Western drama with Kevin Costner did she guest star on?
Yellowstone.
Let's bring the champ back from a soundproof area. Let's see how Josh does. Josh, you got to compete against
3 out of 5.
3 out of 5. You ready?
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Question number 1. Chris Brown was denied bail in the UK, so he remains in jail after his arrest on allegations that he assaulted a producer 2 years ago. Which of these songs is not a Chris Brown song? A, Loyal, B, Look at Me Now, or C, Whatever You Like?
B.
B, you say?
Yeah.
No, Look at Me Now is actually the song he did with Busta Rhymes and
Lil Wayne.
It's Whatever You Like, T.I.
0-0.
Question number 2. Gwyneth Paltrow has a message for everyone who doesn't like her famous vagina candle. She says, quote unquote, go F yourself. What's her lifestyle brand called?
3 seconds. 3.
Healthy Girl.
No, both you guys missed that one. Goop.
0-0.
Wow, so you got to get these next questions right.
Goop.
You cannot. You
No
can't.
pressure at all.
If you miss any of them, we have a new champion in the 5 to 655, and that layoff probably hurt. Question number 3. Last night at Jelly Roll and Post Malone, Eminem made a special guest appearance. What's Eminem's legal first and last name?
Marshall Mathers.
Correct.
1-1.
Question number 4. American Idol crowned its season 23 winner last night. True or false, Ryan Seacrest is the only host that show has ever had?
False.
correct. Brian Dunkelman, remember the first season. And it comes down to this, the last question in the 5 at 6:55. You must get it right in order to remain our champion. If you miss it, Corey, you're back with us tomorrow morning, bright and early, with the 5 at 6:55. You ready?
I will be up.
Here we go, Josh. Question number 5. Country singer Lainey Wilson is celebrating her 33rd birthday today. What Western drama with Kevin Costner did she guest star on?
Yellowstone.
Still our
3-3 final score.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Man, what a game. You know what, Corey? We got to make sure we get you a good parting gift because I got to tell you something. That was about as close as you can get. Hang on the phone for just 1 second, and we'll have Lydia set you up with a prize, okay?
Okay, thank you. You guys have a great one.
You have a great one, too. Josh, back with us tomorrow, and now I want to go back to the tapes to figure out what Josh did for a living because I'm wondering. I'm a little wondering if Josh has got something going on here. Maybe he's hanging out in the back lots of the Eastern Market area here selling carcasses.
For the low.
All right, hang on 1 second.
It's Mojo in the mornings, 5 at 6:55.
WKQI Detroit, WSNX Muskegon Grand Rapids, WVKS Toledo. 3 great stations, 1 stupid show. This is Mojo in the Morning, live.
Mojo in the morning. Shannon went to the concert last night. She went and saw Jelly Roll and Post Malone at Ford Field. I give her credit. She does not look at all tired today. I don't know how you do it.
Thanks.
It's crazy. She's got to be like, I don't know, in an oxygen chamber or something for sleep or something. Because I would be like dragging my ass. I did some of those Lions, that Thursday night game I did, and then I did a Sunday night game. I came in that next morning, and I'm telling you, I thought I was dying.
I mean,
crazy.
at 10 o'clock, I'll probably be dying. But
Maybe
for
a little
right now,
tired.
I'm okay.
You're on adrenaline right now?
Yeah.
Well, question for you. Aside from seeing Eminem come on stage with Jelly Roll and obviously getting to listen to all Post Malone's hits, what was the highlight of the concert for you?
Watching Post just chug beer and smoke cigs the
entire time.
And to go, and he's he doesn't miss a beat.
Yeah,
like,
it's impressive.
The man
he's
gets
just-
paid for that.
Yeah, I mean, one of those solo cups filled with beer, I'd be on the damn floor.
Yeah.
And he just kept going.
He's so skinny these days,
He
isn't he?
is so skinny. His
Amazing.
dance moves are hysterical.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the key. Cigarettes and beer.
No, I think he went on the diet shot, didn't he? I think.
I don't know.
I feel like you think everybody is doing
I think that there's not a person in this world that's lost weight that's not on one of those things.
I don't know, man.
It was like back in the day when the Atkins diet was the big
But
diet.
didn't he say he gave up something? I feel like I did a dirty story
he
of
said,
he gave up. It was a drug or it was, I don't know
He
what.
said diet and lifestyle changes, no soda, eating healthy, that kind of thing.
Yeah, sang a song to his daughter, his 3-year-old,
what was
almost 3-year-old daughter.
Oh, it's cool. What was the crowd like? Was the crowd good?
The crowd was really very, very diverse. Like there were like teenagers there, and then there was a grandma who was sitting a couple of rows in front of us. Like for sure, a gray-haired, glasses, sweet little grandma who must have brought somebody. I don't know. The people in front of us it was comical to watch them though, because there was a big group. There were probably like 10 people that all came and sat together, and they came late, which is how I know that they were all together. And there was a couple directly in front of my girlfriends and I. And I would say for probably 40% of the show, the guy had his hand up his wife's skirt.
Really?
I assume it was his wife. She was wearing a ring. But I mean, and you know what he was doing. And they did not care that everybody around them was aware of what they were doing.
No, hold on. It wasn't that he was just putting his hand there and just touching her. He was doing something.
Knew what he was doing.
Wow.
So if ever they sat down and Post did a few slow songs that at least people in our section kind of sat down for, he was just, his hand was up there.
Was she?
Yeah.
wanting that the whole time? Like, was that?
I mean, I couldn't see her face because they were sitting in front of me, but I'm assuming.
Because I have to be quite honest with you. After like a couple of songs, I would think that would be over, or one song, you know.
And people around them were very vocal about what they were doing. Like you could hear everybody talking about it, and they just didn't care.
What's up with people that go to these shows and public display of affection?
Yeah.
And this is, by the way, more.
This is next level.
Yeah.
Your vagina just tried to bite me.
This
So
is
if you
more
were in
than
section 210 and that's what you were doing, I was sitting right behind you.
Maybe I need to sit in the nosebleeds more often so I get a dinner and a show.
That's what it is, man. For some people, it's their one night out. Or for others, it's just the alcohol, the atmosphere.
But a one night out, I mean, that's what you do on your one night out?
I don't know.
I would think you do that on your one night in.
Well, I mean, 2 for 1, I guess, at that point.
I don't get it. Is that something? Has anybody ever witnessed something like this before? Or maybe because I've witnessed. I've witnessed the girl do something to the guy.
Yeah,
But I don't think I've ever witnessed the guy do something to the girl. Because usually it's the girl, like the guy. All of a sudden, you're like, "Where's Susie?" Oh, her head pops up. You know what I mean?
This is less risque, though.
Yeah.
Like that action that you just referenced, that's a little bit more.
You can hide it.
More eyes are on that. This guy,
all eyes were on this guy and
doing
girl.
the Post Malone Circle song is like, that's a little easier to do.
I don't know. To me, it just seems. I barely can get my wife to hold my hand in public.
I didn't even notice it at first, and then my friend Carrie, who was sitting right next to me, she's like, "Look what they're doing."
I hate to say it, but you and Wes seem like the type of couple that.
We would not be doing that.
You guys seem like the type of couple
Not
that
at all.
You-
No.
They wait till they got in the parking lot.
Yes, we love a good parking lot section.
But it
Not in the middle of Ford
It wouldn't be Wes
Field.
doing it with you. It'd be you sticking it in.
What?
God.
Wait, what?
And my butt crack.
It would be you and
No,
Wes.
not into that.
It'd be you. Wes.
Not into that.
He said hockey is his favorite sport.
I don't know.
No disrespect if you are. That's just not my thing.
844 Mojo Live, 844-665-654. By the way, I do not know where we're going on this topic. Like, this is one of those things.
Well, just if you saw people doing any
PDA
like,
vibes.
Yeah.
but not
Or sex in
PDA.
public, or-
Yes.
Well, I mean, you can switch letters around and whatever fits your boat.
Man, I don't know. That doesn't turn. That doesn't seem like it would turn me on to do that,
They were both very, very, very
or
intoxicated.
turn Chelsea on, or any woman on to do that.
Some people are exhibitionists, though,
Yeah.
that get off on like
Yeah.
crowds and attention. And
Yep.
Yeah.
oh my God, you think someone's watching? Like that makes the act even hotter for them.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not big on. Sex in public. Like, call me old. I like a good old fashioned bed, or my own room with a lock on it.
And I've said
Lock
this
on
before.
it.
We are super into the car
Yeah.
and have been since the beginning of our relationship, but like not where anybody could ever see us.
Yes.
It's more like coming home, and if there's a babysitter and we know it's not going to happen at home,
In the driveway, maybe.
no, we call it going to church. We usually will, find
go
a
to the
parking lot.
church?
We just find a parking
You
lot.
are so sacrilegious.
Yeah.
God
You're
bless
going to
America.
hell. What's going on, Jordan? Hi.
Hey, Mojo. First time, long time.
Hey,
Jordan.
Were you sitting in section 210 last night at Ford Field?
No, Shannon, it was funny because we were in section 120, row 35 to be specific, and there was a lady smoking a cigarette. Smoking a whole cigarette.
Everybody around me was smoking.
Really?
All kinds of
But
things.
outdoors?
Yes.
But
Yeah.
I was like, a cigarette? Like, come on.
Yep.
You know? I was just like...
Maybe it just blends in with
Yeah.
the weed smell, because I feel like now it's more so pronounced than ever before. It's like you don't even need to be in the concert. It used to be concerts were the only place you smelled weed. Now it's anywhere, but cigarettes.
I was like, it's not Pine Knob, but whatever.
Yeah.
It's not fine now,
Maybe it was that couple, because I would need a cigarette after that. What's up, Karina? Hi, Karina.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
Hi. Yes. So me and my husband were actually on a trip in the Dominican Republic like 2 years ago, and we caught a couple. We were on a late night walk at the resort, and we caught a couple baking cookies in the pool at the resort.
Oh, in the pool.
I see that, and I know that happens all the time, but if I actually see it happening, I'm not going in that pool the next day.
Yes,
Are
No,
you?
We did
I'm
not go in that pool.
Oh,
no.
And my husband definitely was like yelling at them, like, that's disgusting. Thank God it was an adults only resort. There was no kids.
I mean, you know it
but he
again.
was
You
like-
know it's happening.
You know what's funny is
But-
when I
Oh,
was
yeah,
a kid, I used to
definitely.
swim and have my mouth open, and my dad used to always say, "Don't swallow that water, you'll get sick." Now I know what he's
never
talking
again
about.
After seeing that. Yeah, no, never again after seeing that.
Awful. Jacob, what's up? It's Mojo in the morning.
Hey, Mojo. So I used to work at a big bar up at Central Michigan as a bouncer, and there was a guy. You know, they're all around the dance floor. It's all the creeps, and they're three of them were all watching this one girl in the cages, and she was a little risque, and so I went up to these guys, and they were had their zippers down, and something was out of their pants.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
are you? Wait a second, hold on.
At the cage?
The guys were watching the girls in the cages, and the guy was.
Yeah, because I went to go kick them out because they were causing problems.
Yeah, that's
It's
gross.
frowned upon, like masturbating on an airplane.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
God,
Yep.
I can't, I don't know about you, but I don't know if I want to, have everybody watching me. All of a sudden it'd be, hey, isn't that John from accounting? Could you imagine if you looked at a coworker and a coworker was checking out the girl in the cage?
What if he was the sandwich maker at Jersey Mike's?
Yeah. What's going on, Tara?
Okay, so I work at one of the big three.
Yeah.
And during our shift, the bathrooms, the locker rooms, outside where we store the cars that people purchase and all of that, people are having sex.
What?
We've heard this so many times. Yeah.
And it does. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
Wow.
In the vehicles yet to be sold.
Yes. All in the back seat.
That's a whole different layer to new
Wow.
car smell.
That's horrible. Hey, can you imagine that? You think that you're the one christening your brand new car. It's funny. I had a conversation. I had a conversation with my son Joe, who's buying a brand new Bronco from Steve Gabarra.
Stevie G.
And he was telling me that he goes, if that car comes with even 1 mile on it, I'm going to complain to Steve. He was like really upset. And I'm like, Joe, who cares if somebody test drove your car? He goes, I don't. Now when I tell him that Tara told me,
Yeah.
Is it that brand? Is it Ford Broncos? Is that what we're talking about?
Horsepower.
I'm definitely a Chrysler.
Oh, it's the Pacifica
I'm a Jeep
minivan my
Durango.
kids are in. Oh my God.
See, you could have been listening to the crap the other morning shows are talking about, but you heard that on Mojo in the Morning. Happy?
No, I'm not happy. All right, it's Mojo in the Morning Show. Drunk on the job. Kev, you had a guy that came to help you, and you swear this guy was drunk on the job?
It's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. No way around it. He was drunk. So after the podcast, first off, I had to Uber to the podcast because I got a flat tire. So leaving the podcast, I'm checking my phone because I had a schedule for a guy to come out and come into my parking lot and check the tire out to make sure whatever. So I get home. He luckily waited for me. So thank God he waited because he could have left and went home and I could have been screwed to the next day. So he comes and I let him in the garage and he comes over to my car. He's an older gentleman. He's like, man, you'll never guess my age. My $10 is your $20. You won't get in between 5 years. I'm like, okay, well, he must be older. I'm like 63. He's like, nah. He laughing, kind of moving a little slow. He's 73 years old.
Come on.
First off, he's an older gentleman, 73 years old. Ass crack a mile long. There's no way this man had drawers on. I'm not talking about just like, like the top of an ass that's kind of like the cap of a pen. Like they just have a little bit showing. It wasn't that at all. No. It was like a full pen. Like it was long crack.
Yeah.
So he's doing all of that. He brings out the little cranker thing. What do you call it? The jack up the car.
By the way, you know that you don't know how to change the tire when you call it the cranker. accurate thing.
he cranking that boy up.
And you're a 30-year-old guy that has a 73-year-old man changing your
my
tires.
God.
That's his life. he chose that life. So he cranking it up with the jack.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, man, I'll tell you, man, I'm drunk. I'm like, how's my tire about to fall off the car when I get out of here? He like, listen, promise me one thing, young man. I'm like, yeah. Don't drink none of these mango. He went in the car, got the can.
No.
Brought the can out and showed me the can is empty. Like he jiggled it a little bit so you can hear like the little swish swash of the last like little spit that's in there.
Yeah.
Mango margarita.
What?
Finished the whole can. Is like, yeah, man, this is my last time.
On his way to your house.
Like while he's on his way to my house, drinking a mango margarita.
I got a damn margarita. Who wants a margarita?
Tire, man.
Oh my God. And he's changing your tire. Did you drive that car today?
I drove it here.
Did the wheels stay
I'd
on?
be so nervous.
I'm not driving as fast as I know. I'm taking it easy. He like, I'm all messed up. I'm like, I see, sir.
Did he put the lug nuts on the right way? Like, did he put them on forward or backwards?
At first, I didn't know if it was going to work.
Yeah.
He was like,
did all the lug nuts get on there? All 5 of them are on?
I didn't check, to be
Oh
honest
my
with
God.
you.
Honest to God, I'd take it to Bell Tire today after the show and
Oh
just
my God.
have them check it for free, that it's okay.
CVG coming, he going to hook me up with something for sure.
Okay.
All right, who drinks on the job? Are there any listeners that drink on the job? If you're one of these listeners, will you call us up?
Look at we are all hypocrites.
I know
True.
we do. I know.
Not for him, I will say.
Not every day. It has to be a special occasion.
Yeah, for sure.
We all drink on the job, but we don't.
We also don't drive.
We don't require safety stuff, right?
We're not dealing with heavy machinery.
Right.
And other people's lives.
This guy, by the way, let's go back also to something. Let's go back to the fact that you are 30-something years old.
Do you know how to change a tire?
Absolutely.
Oh,
I know
let's
how to
talk
change
about
it.
this,
Okay.
actually.
Yeah.
He does.
Eric-
He does, to the point where he did it himself, and it required surgery afterward. On his arm, actually.
Let's go to Erica, our caller here.
I bet you
Erica,
do.
set us straight.
Shannon just stole my thunder. That was my comment. Mojo, you just
Get off my phone. Get off my phone,
you
Eric.
busted your shoulder trying to
No.
change one Mojo.
No, I tore a bicep muscle, Erica. I took,
That's right, Erica. You tell him.
And it was because we were doing a race to see who could change the tire the fastest, and I got a little too carried away. I'm a mess, Eric. Do you think Kevin, though, should be embarrassed and ashamed of himself that he made a 73-year-old man change his tire?
No.
I didn't order a 73-year-old man. I just ordered somebody to come out.
A 73-year-old drunk man.
I didn't tell him to do it.
Hey, Sarah, what's up? It's Mojo in the morning. Hey, we were talking about people that drink
Good
on the job.
morning.
Good morning.
Thank you, Eric.
Yeah, I only drink on Taco Tuesdays, but I don't drive.
What do you do?
I work in the office.
Really?
She's so careful with what she's saying.
Are they okay with you drinking at work?
I'm a professional. No one really knows.
She got that Stanley Cup. What do you put your alcohol in?
Is that it?
Yeah, and I mean I keep my Red Bull with me, to stay focused. But
Stay focused.
other than that, I don't overindulge though.
Taco
enough.
Tuesday. Oh,
That's actually funny because if you put something in your Stanley and carry it around
Nobody
like it's
knows.
water, nobody would have any
It's a
idea.
fact.
Chelsea and all the moms of Luke's, sports teams would all drink and put them in their Yetis, and they would show up at these things and they had cocktails upon cocktails until one time we were at a game and an umpire goes, I smell vodka. And I'm like, you can't smell vodka. Vodka doesn't have a smell to it. He's like, I smell vodka.
Yeah, I feel like my 6th grade teacher, Miss Reed, used to be drinking sometimes.
Oh, my God.
Ain't no way she wasn't drunk.
Find out, see if any teachers will call us up and tell us if they've ever gone for like a drink at lunch and come back to the classroom. Carson, are you there? It's Mojo in the morning. Hi. We'll voice this guy, by the way. Yeah, what's up?
First time, long time.
Hey, buddy.
Carson
Hi.
on the phone.
But yeah, I used to work as a package handler at FedEx, and it was the night shift. So me and my girlfriend, we would actually work there together. We would like to have a few drinks before we went in, and one time I guess we had a few too many shots of Hennessy, and when we got there, I was still a little drunk, and my manager actually made me move one of the box trucks.
Oh,
So I had
no.
to move that with him in the truck, feeling pretty good.
Could you move it? I couldn't drive that
I
thing
moved it.
sober.
it was my first time doing it too, because I was in the process of getting trained to be a trainer. So
the trainer drunk.
I have a friend of mine that works in a company where they have like forklifts and stuff, and a guy drove a forklift into the wall. They make you take a drug test right at that moment. You're done. Go get a drug test, and they make you go get it.
Shots of Hennessy is crazy though at work.
Ashley, what's up?
Hi. So I am a high school teacher, and one of my coworkers was very drunk on a field trip to the point where he was stumbling, and even all of the students knew.
Oh no! Really?
The students were like, "Oh my God, is your coworker drunk?" And we're kind of like laughing it off. Myself and another coworker, we're laughing it off, and we're like, "No, why would you think that?" And they're like, "Well, look at him. He can't even stand up straight.
Oh my gosh.
He can't even talk to us. He was slurring his words. It was really bad."
So wait a sec. So this is pretty crazy. So they got drunk on the field trip. Where was the field trip to?
Well, the field trip was a field trip to out of state.
Yeah.
And so
okay. I did. I did.
On the way there.
Oh wow. Ashley,
Stanley Cup.
I did a
Stanley Cups.
I chaperoned a field trip to New York, one of those like 8th grade field trips. And they told us that we couldn't drink because we were the chaperones. And the last night we were like, we can't do this. We went to this Italian restaurant, and I'll never forget, all they had were beer and wine. I think we bought like 12 bottles of wine. We told the principal and the teachers were like, we're having this stuff. What's up, Nikki? How you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Good. We're talking about people that drink on the job. What's going on?
So my coworker had showed up drunk and sitting at the front desk, passed out in front of customers.
Oh my gosh.
What kind of business is it?
Yeah. It's in the medical field.
Were people just ringing that bell?
Yeah, and we let her sleep it off for a little bit, and she got up and just took off.
She's
not.
Did you at least wheel her away from the front desk so people couldn't see her?
Yeah, we did.
Oh my gosh. David, worse than drinking on the job. What happened?
All right, so me and a couple buddies went to electricity on a Friday night, and we took some acid, and I accidentally took 4 hits instead of 2. And the next morning, I had to drive a company truck 3 hours to Ohio to pick up a semi-trailer and drive it back.
Oh, no. By the way, for those who don't know, electricity is a club, like a club in the Detroit area here in Pontiac. That's not safe. That's not safe, David.
No, it was not a very good day.
You're not with that company anymore, or are you?
No, not that company.
Okay. Wouldn't it be crazy if David's like, yeah, and then I went to my ambulance job the next day. Guys dropping acid. All right, thank you for the call.
Crazy.
We appreciate it. Unreal the amount of text messages, too, we're getting from people that tell us that they drink on the job. I get a lot of people smoke. I would almost guess that a lot of people with weed being legal in Michigan.
Coming up on
Mojo in the Morning.
You'll hear this.
Listen very, very carefully.
All right, coming up here next on the Mojo in the Morning Show, Shannon with some breaking dirty, some sad dirty.
Yeah, the president diagnosed with an aggressive form of prostate cancer. Lots more to that
President
story.
Biden. Yeah.
Did I just say President Trump?
No, you said the president.
I'm so sorry. President Biden.
Yeah.
And I want to play you a clip, too, from a couple of years ago where he accidentally slipped that he had cancer. So that's coming up in the dirty.
And when we come back here next on the Mojo in the Morning Show, you want to go see The Weeknd this weekend? We've got your tickets. It's going to be at Ford Field. Your chance to win this morning on the show. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
His nose. He smelled. He made her pay. What the hell happened? Second date update happens after 8 on Mojo in the Morning. Channel 955.
It's Mojo in the Mornings, Motor City Traffic.
723, 50 degrees, cloudy today. Some little bit of sunshine here and there. A high temp of about 62. Some stop and go from an earlier accident. 94 eastbound at Lanyo Street. It is slow from Rotunda Drive. More slow traffic. 275 southbound between 7 Mile and M14 and 96. And we have an accident blocking the left lane, 96 eastbound at the Beck Road exit. It's slow from Wixom Road. That's your Channel 955 traffic on Those in the Morning.
Channel 955.
An iHeart radio station.
This report is sponsored by Hagopian Cleaning Services.
Give your rugs the expert cleaning they deserve. Hi, this is Ed Hagopian. A thorough cleaning makes a huge impact on how your rugs look and feel. Bring your rugs to us and we'll get them Hagopian clean. To find a convenient location near you, go to hagopianclean.com.
Hey, it's Mojo in the morning. Have you noticed your power is more stable? That's because DTE is doing their best on improving the electric grid. Just last year, there was a 70% improvement in the time customers spent without power. They're interested in working tirelessly to ensure that the grid is in top shape. All for reliable power and lower energy bills. Visit DTEenergy.com to learn more about their work. That's DTEenergy.com.
Mojo's throwing money at you like he just served divorce papers. Pay your bills for $1,000 at 9:10 this morning on Mojo in the Morning.
We're Michigan slip and fall lawyers, and we fight negligence. Negligence that leads to needless injuries. Michigan Slip and Fall Lawyers has handled hundreds of slip and fall cases. Contact us now at falllaw.com and get your free consultation. That's falllaw.com.
Hi there, I'm Ryan Reynolds, and like most actors, I have a list of things that I like to have on set. It's called a rider. It's just little things like wind chimes being blown by an easterly breeze, a 7-year-old calico cat to purr on my lap, and, of course, 2 freshly cracked eggs scrambled with crispy hash brown sausage crumble and creamy chipotle sauce from Tim Hortons. It smells amazing. Now, where did I put that hand-carved wooden spoon? From my rider to Tim's menu, try my new scrambled eggs loaded breakfast box.
Limited time at participating U.S. restaurants.
Do you have back or neck pain? Trinity Health uses the latest methods and technology to help. Leave pain behind and connect with trinityhealthmi.org/spine. Trinity Health. We see all of you.
This is your Monday Legal Minute powered by Goldman & Associates Law Firm. Do I need a parenting plan?
I think you do need one. You got to remember that when people get divorced, these are people who might have a history of not being able to figure out important issues between themselves. And therefore, when we're talking about the parenting of a child, it's appropriate to decide who's getting Christmas Eve, who's getting Christmas Day. How are we working with New Year's? Is mom getting Mother's Day and dad getting Father's Day? How are we handling the birthday? Are we splitting it? These are all important things. They could all lend themselves to a big inflammatory situation. It's better to have a plan so we don't have a problem down the road.
Do children get to decide where they want to live?
The short answer is no. The children get to express a preference, but the preference is only one of 12 factors that the court is going to use. They're going to look at 11 other factors. Let's remember, when it comes to children, they have a lot of strong opinions about a lot of things. We don't let them decide whether or not they're going to go to school. We don't let them decide in and of themselves if they're going to mom or they're going to dad for custody purposes.
Did you know your skin is the largest organ of your body? Huh? That's why you should shower with Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash instead of plain old bar soap. Love your skin by super hydrating it with vitamin B3 and glorious notes of vanilla and shea. Did you know that my super hydrated skin is the second largest organ of my body? The first is my heart. Old Spice. Men have skin too. Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. 24/7 renewing moisture. With daily use.
Ever sign up for a phone plan thinking, wow, great price, and then a few months later, it's like, surprise, your bills doubled? With Boost Mobile, you pay $25 a month forever. That's unlimited talk, text, and data starting at just $25 a month. No price hikes, no contracts. Plus, with Boost, you're on America's newest 5G network. Head to your local Boost store today and get unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month forever. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Who's ready for the most basketball action of the summer? Ice Cube's Big Three is back. The hottest 3-on-3 basketball league in the world. See superstar ballers like Dwight Howard, Michael Beasley, Jordan Crawford, and more. Legendary coaches, Hall of Famers, big plays, and musical guest performances. It's something you don't want to miss. It's basketball the way it's meant to be played. Big Three basketball. Watch every weekend, all summer long on CBS and Vice.
Make this the summer where you say goodbye to your glasses and contacts and get custom LASIK surgery from Dr. Yeldo at the Yeldo Eye Center.
He's running a special right now that's $2,025 off your custom LASIK surgery. That's YeldoEyeCenter.com.
Attorney advertising. Local counsel, Michigan auto law. Pay at the dramatization. Past results do not guarantee future results in each case. They say a dog can be a man's best friend. I say I agree with that. But that's not always the case. You see, some people are scared of dogs. They'll run if they'll see a dog. They'll run. Some people don't like them. Some people been bit by them before. Some people been bit. Insurance companies, they don't like them. They've been bit before. They don't like them. Call your insurance company right now and bark. Act like you a dog. Watch what happens. They gonna hang up on you. They gonna think you top dog. And they don't like that dog. They don't like them. They've been bit before. They don't like them. That's what top dog do. Call them and start barking. Ask them if you want me to bite you. That's why you call them if you get into an accident. Let them go bite them. Top dog law.
Total Wireless is made to totally keep up with you. We have unlimited data that never slows you down, covered by the Verizon 5G network, and all for less than $30 a month when you get 4 lines. And the best part, we give you a free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G when you switch to the 5G Unlimited or 5G Plus Unlimited plan. Visit your local Total Wireless store today. Total Wireless, we're totally with you. Actual speeds may vary by location. For data management practices, see TotalWireless.com.
Buckle up for Top Thrill 2 at Cedar Point, the world's tallest and fastest triple launch coaster. Then shift into gear as you reach rubber-burning speeds of 120 miles per hour, soaring 420 feet into the sky on the world's only vertical speedway. Race over to cedarpoint.com to grab your 2025 Summer Pass and get unlimited visits through Labor Day. Just 5 payments of $18 plus free parking. After initial payment plus taxes and fees. Online only.
After an accident, there are 2 types of people. Those who got the Bernstein advantage and those who wish they did.
More Mojo in seconds.
It's amazing. You know, you're looking just for a car, right? You're looking for something that's going to be dependable. You're looking for something that's going to be nice. And then you go on social media and you think, oh, look at this car. This one looks like a good price. And it looks really nice in the picture, only to find out that you've been catfished. It's not that car that you're buying, or it's a picture from like years ago before it was in like 5 accidents. Are you tired of the used car buying experience that you've been having? I want you to go to Gordon Chevrolet. Did you know that every car that comes in on Gordon Chevrolet's lot, either through lease turn-in or they go out and get at an auction, those cars have their award-winning service technicians go through them and rigorously look to make sure that that car is going to be dependable for you. You can even get certified warranties with these cars. Looking for a car? Go see my friend Mike Porter. Love you, Mike. Gordon Chevrolet, Ford Road, just west of Merriman and Garden City. Go to GordonChevrolet.com and see their used cars that they have on there right now. Gordon Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
This report is sponsored by Ray Wiegand's Nursery. They're worth the drive.
Weather today, cloudy and a high of 65. Tomorrow, overcast skies again and temps down to 60.
Inspire the gardener in you at Ray Wiegand's Nursery in Macomb Township. They have everything you need to beautify your home. Visit them at WeegandsNursery.com for the best quality, selection, value, and service. Ray Wiegand's Nursery. Since 1941, they're worth the drive.
Memorial Day means the official start to summer, and iHeartRadio's got your vibes covered. Dive into summer hits commercial-free on Songs of the Summer Radio. Hit play on summer playlists for road trips to pool days like Summer Party. And yeah, podcasts so good, you can zone out in the shade. Just open the free iHeartRadio app and find your next summer preset now.
Live from the Planet Fitness Studios with over 50 Metro Detroit locations and just $15 a month.
This hour on Channel 955, powered by Michigan Auto Law. Auto accident attorneys. Visit autolaw.com.
That's autolaw.com.
Add Mojo in the morning to your presets on our free iHeartRadio app. And never miss War of the Roses, the second date update, Am I the A-Hole, or the Throwback Throwdown.
Hey, we're going to give you tickets to go see The Weeknd. It's got 2 shows this weekend. We're going to give you a pair. Tickets to go to see The Weeknd, available at Ticketmaster.com, or you can... Oh, wait, hold on a second. Why am I screwing this up? Stop for a second. Stop. I screwed up. It's supposed to be Kendrick Lamar and SZA. Can I for one day just switch it to The Weeknd because I teased The Weeknd?
Yeah, that's okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah, that's good.
I just want to make sure that I
Go
don't get
ahead.
in trouble with my legal people. All right. Just for today, tickets to see The Weeknd, and then we'll do Kendrick Lamar SZA next hour, and then it's back to Kendrick Lamar SZA tomorrow. 844 Mojo Live, 844-665-6548. There's so many concerts. And we gave away Tate McRae tickets earlier this morning. So tickets to the weekend, 844 Mojo Live. These tickets are going to be for the show. I don't have these.
Is it May
specific date
25th?
It is the 25th.
It's the second,
second show.
The second show on Sunday. So next Sunday night, 844 Mojo Live.
Mojo in the morning's Dirty on the 30.
All right, we're going to get you caught up on what's trending in the Dirty on the 30. Shannon, what's happening?
It was sad news over the weekend. Former President Joe Biden diagnosed with an aggressive form of prostate cancer. That diagnosis came after the discovery of a small nodule on his prostate, which led to an evaluation, of course, and they determined from that the cancer has spread to his bones. A spokesman said the president and his family are reviewing treatment options with his physicians at this time. Cancer expert Dr. David Aegis talking about this diagnosis.
We classically grade prostate cancer by Gleason score, where 10 is the highest, 6 is the lowest, and a Gleason 9, which is what the president has, is a very aggressive form of the cancer, which is manifest by the fact that his has already spread to his bones, so it's bone metastatic or stage 4 Gleason 9 prostate cancer.
President Trump responding to the news on social media, writing, Melania and I are saddened to hear about Joe Biden's recent medical diagnosis. We extend our warmest and best wishes to Jill and the family, and we wish Joe a fast and successful recovery. Now, he says recent medical diagnosis in a statement, and a lot of people are going, is it recent, though? And I pulled this clip from 2 years ago that was making its way around the internet over the weekend, where Joe Biden at the time said he had already been diagnosed with cancer.
And because it was a 4-lane highway that was accessible, my mother drove us, and rather than us be able to walk. And guess what? The first frost, you know what was happening? You had to put on your windshield wipers to get literally the oil slick off the window. That's why I and so damn many other people I grew up have cancer. And why can't, for the longest time, Delaware had the highest cancer rate in the nation.
2023.
I heard the doctor this morning on Good Morning America say that the 9, whatever score, whatever that the doctor's saying, that you could live 5 to 10 years with that.
Yeah.
So, because I know a lot of men who have had prostate cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, our former boss had prostate cancer and survived and did very, very well. So it's survivable. The problem is they say that it's gotten to the bone.
Yeah.
And so if it gets to the bone or in the blood, I guess that's where it gets bad. So.
Yeah. A very pregnant Cassie Ventura testified for a 4th day on Friday in the sex trafficking trial of Sean Diddy Combs. For much of the day, his attorneys really tried to undercut her stories and her claims that she was an unwilling participant in his infamous freak-offs. She told the court at one point, I don't hate him, when asked about her current feelings for Diddy. A defense attorney followed up, do you still have love for him? To which she replied, well, I have love for the past and what it was. But again, Cassie told the court she was worried for her safety a lot of the times because of the beatings that she endured during and following the freak-offs. And actually, she referred to herself as basically a sex worker at one point in her testimony. Also, Cassie and her husband, Alex Fine, who is a Lake Orion High School grad, by the way, if you're not aware, issued some very heartfelt statements emphasizing the importance of speaking out against abuse. In his statement, Alex praised his wife's courage and resilience, stating, I am so proud of Cassie for standing up and speaking her truth. Her strength inspires me every day. And he also emphasized the importance of supporting survivors and creating a safe environment for them to share their experiences. And lastly, it is still on, and American Idol crowned a season 23 winner last night. The finalists, John Foster, Brianna Nix, and Jamal Roberts. This is Jamal performing with Jelly Roll.
How did he perform with Jelly Roll? Jelly Roll was at Ford Field last night.
I know it's unpretty.
They don't do it live?
Who won?
The winner of American Idol is Jamal Roberts.
Wow. He's the king of the pause. Isn't that the greatest?
He is the king. So Jamal Roberts, a 27-year-old gym teacher, earned a
Not anymore.
record-breaking 26 million viewer votes to win.
Wow.
Good
Yeah,
for
it's pretty
him.
great.
That's great.
Hey, for all of today's Dirty Catch-Up on what you missed, listen to the podcast. Just search Mojo in the Morning in the free iHeartRadio app.
Hey guys, it's Ryan Seacrest from American Idol, and people of Detroit, you voted, so more Mojo in the Morning.
Celebrity Dirt. Directly from the source. It's Mojo in the Morning's Dirty on the 30.
Your call may be monitored or recorded.
All right. We're going to give you a shot at tickets to a bunch of the other concerts that we've got going on. We got Pay Your Bills also this morning, too. 9:10 and 10:10, and then 10 after every hour thereafter. So make sure that you're listening. Caitlin, are you there, Caitlin?
Yes, I'm here.
How is my friend Caitlin doing?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Fantastic. Caitlin, you fought through the phone lines, and it worked. You're a winner. You're the 95th caller.
Hey, Caitlin!
You're going to see The Weeknd. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
We got a pair of tickets for you. Caitlin here from Wayne. Who are you going to take with you to the concert?
My boyfriend, of course.
What's his name?
His name's Jesse.
Jesse and Caitlin, have the best time at Ford Field this weekend. Look for us, okay?
Thank you so much.
Hang on the phone for just 1 second, and we'll get some information for from you. The Kendrick Lamar SZA tickets coming up next hour. All right, it is Mojo in the Morning. Phone number is 844-MOJO-LIVE, 844-665-6548. Text is 95500. It was a busy weekend. We had our More Mojo podcast on Friday, which is posted right now. If you haven't seen it, you can go to our podcast and check out that thing. That was fun. It was fun to be able to get a chance to meet a bunch of our listeners that came out. I think that we have to, and we're going to do a podcast for Tuesday's More Mojo podcast. We're going to get on the regular with doing this because I know a lot of people love it. They like the behind the scenes. Today's podcast is going to be, we're going to tape our after show meeting today and just air our after show meeting tomorrow in the podcast. You're going to go behind the scenes and see what we do during our after show meetings. But one of the things I realized, we definitely need to figure out a way to make sure that people don't just buy the tickets just to help out breaking and entering and then not show up. Because we did have some people that didn't show. And thank God we have extra people, that come to the event. And we plan on, giving them just a couple random chairs, like people from the studios here and our friends that are advertisers and stuff. So it was nice to be able to put them in the seats, in actual seats. But it does bum me out a little bit. Like, it bums me out that people will buy tickets and then not show up for the thing.
Yeah.
And I think that what ends up happening is, I think there was somebody that bought a row of tickets or half a row, and it was their way of making a donation to breaking and entering.
Which is awesome.
Which is incredible. Yeah. But keep your money to yourself. We want people there.
No,
I agree because you can always donate, by the way.
Yeah.
On the website, you can always donate, whether it's $5 or $10,000. We will take your money.
You know what that
But it
does
was
to
funny
me?
because when we were starting to post pictures on Friday night of the theater, which was a really great setup, by the way. And people were like, "You said it was sold out, and there are open seats." And I wanted to write back like, "Well, those seats are actually sold. You can see there's a reserved paper on them, but just
you know what
people
this
didn't
is?
come."
You know what we're going to start doing?
What are we going to start?
We're going to start doing what the restaurant apps do. You ever see that? You ever use the restaurant app Open Table? We're going to start making you put a credit card down on your reservation.
$25 no-show fee.
If you don't show, you got to pay extra money to not show.
And that's also a donation, but there is going to be
some of it felt like people just came later because when we first walked in and you could see the seats, it looked like nobody was there for real.
Yeah.
And then as the show progressed, then it started to fill up.
Well, I also got to say that the people from Toledo, they had an accident on their way up. Our good buddy Daniel Rocker.
Yeah, he said he was in traffic for 2.5 hours.
My dog came in the last 5 minutes.
I thought he was just on CP time, and he was just,
ain't no such thing.
I heard that that's the case. I heard that
he was on TP time.
TP time.
Toledo people
time. But he showed up. He actually sent me a text and he said, "Moj, and unfortunately, because the theater only has a certain amount of time limit on stuff, we had to start the show at a certain time." Which is awful, but I hate that when that happens. Do you guys? Here's a quick question. I'm just going to throw this out there. This is, by the way, it is time now. I should actually have a new feature on the show. Off the script time.
You're like a siren, yeah.
It's off the script time right
That's when
now.
Lydia starts praying.
OTS.
This is when Lydia starts sweating.
Hail Mary.
Kick back and relax, Lydia.
She's got to put on extra secret antiperspirant because she gets a little sweaty when I do this. Off the script time. Who are the people in your life that always tell you that they're going to do something and they don't do it? I want to know who are the people that don't show for things. Like when they tell you, I'm going to be there, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and they don't go. Now, I will sell myself out. Steve Gabara has told me this with a group of my buddies, guy buddies, that if I don't say, okay, great, what time, what are we going to do? Like if he invites me to do something and I just go, yeah, I'll check that out, that'd be great. That is code, it's Mojo code for I ain't going. That I'm basically in one ear, out the other.
I feel you. I'm the same way. I hate when I have that adrenaline agreement.
Yeah.
Where in the moment, like if whatever you plan to do happened right now, I would go. And that's what I tell you. Oh, yeah, we're going to have a good time, bro. I'm going to be there. And then it comes down to the day and that
Like,
motivation is no longer there.
home.
Like, yeah, sorry.
You know what it kills me, though, is with events when people RSVP and you pay for them specifically or you pay for a certain number of people and then they don't show up.
That sucks.
It's the
That
worst.
does suck.
Weddings. It's so
that
sad.
just happened to Wes and I when we had our wedding, because we had our wedding party in Detroit, and there were certain people that RSVP'd and then didn't show. And I'm like, we pay per person for alcohol,
And
right?
it's
Because it was like an
harder.
open bar, but you still had to pay. It was like per person.
Do you know, we went to a wedding one time and there were 4 tables that had nobody at them. 4 tables. I made them put the food on all 4 of those tables.
Did you take
And I ate at least
good for
3
you.
meals that night, and I wrapped up meals and brought them home because they had like it was like chicken and filet. Yeah. And I was like, no, I'll take the food. I
And
don't
I'm
want you
sure
guys to go
the
without.
bride and the groom appreciated that because
Yeah.
they're paying for it anyway.
See, for things like that, I feel like it's tougher as a single person when you have like wedding events or people parties or things like that because you don't have anybody to drag you along. If you don't want to go, you just don't go.
You just don't show up. Yeah, and you think, oh, nobody will ever miss one person. What's up, Amanda? Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. What's going on?
Nothing. I am that person.
You are? You're the person
I
that
am.
says you'll go, but you don't show.
Yes, and I have all the intentions. I even RSVP. I just don't go. I don't know. I don't know why. It's just.
You're giving.
It's just my thing.
I'm with you.
You're giving everybody that invites you to something, you're giving them a reason why they're never going to invite you anymore because you do this.
True, but I can't help it. I'm just that person.
I know.
It's me.
And you know what? It's not that you're a bad person. It's just that, honestly, you're bad with your time. You always agree to things, and then the night of, you're like, why? All I want to do is sit in my pajamas.
So the thing that I've been doing lately is, and I think I told you this, Mojo, because we get asked to do a lot of stuff and it's way far in the future. I really try to go, okay, I'm going to wake up that day. I'm going to walk through my day. How am I going to feel when I have to do said thing before I agree to it? And I try to play it that way. Am I going to be excited, or I'm going to be like, no, I want my Friday night
at 7 or at Saturday night at 4 o'clock. I always say, because it's usually like a 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. That you're getting dressed. There's nothing you got to go through your head. Will I be excited to go? Have to take a shower and put a pair of pants on? Pamela, what's going on?
Good morning. So I've got a good one for you. My sister-in-law doesn't really care for our family that much. I'll eat it. I'll ease it that way. But she has my brother give the excuses and usually makes him and so my brother and I obviously we share the truth behind the scenes. But she will be literally in the room with him when he makes the call and puts it on him to come up with the excuse that it's his fault when we all secretly know it's hers. And then, he'll like later when he's in the car or walking the dog, be like, that it's not me this time. She just doesn't want to go. So I said that, I'm sick. All right. And it's so silly.
So you know what you need to do? Just invite your brother. Don't invite your sister-in-law.
Right. She doesn't let him go. That's the crazy thing. She's got a stronghold.
You know what that is.
Ball and chain.
Boy, you're brave to call up and tell us this. Hopefully she doesn't listen to the show.
She doesn't listen. They're in Cleveland.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, well, there's the problem right there. Not that they don't listen. It's that they're in Cleveland.
They're from Cleveland.
What's up, Taylor? Hi.
Hi.
Hey. What's going on?
Well, first, long time, first time.
Hey.
Long
Taylor
time.
on the
Long
Yeah,
time
we
got
saying it.
What's going on?
this is actually a really sad, this is sad, but my dad is that person. He hasn't ever been present, but he'll talk the biggest talk and promise that he's coming to things. He wants to be there, and he's so happy, but he will not ever show up.
Oh, man. What's the biggest thing that he's not showing up for?
So I just graduated from Ohio State.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah.
And no show.
Oh,
that is so sad.
And no call.
Oh, that's not nice.
And he said he was coming?
He did until like a week before, and then was like, it's not worth coming up for.
Wow.
Not worth coming up for.
Where is he at?
Yeah. In Oklahoma.
Oh, that's awful. I'm sorry. Well, you know what? We need to have a redo graduation for you.
Yeah.
And I'll be your dad. I'll be. I'll show up for you.
I have a really, really great stepdad.
Good.
That's great.
So
That's
he's
all you
always
need.
there for everything.
So my friend Jimmy Alexander,
I love him.
Jimmy's the greatest. He every Father's Day posts pictures of him and his dad. He's never seen his dad or met his dad. And the funniest pictures are him in a car with an empty seat next to him with his arm around nothing. And it's like, Happy Father's Day, Dad. And
Every
then
photo is
the
like
other
that.
one is the greatest is him at the door waiting for his dad to show up for Father's Day. And it's him just sitting there looking at his watch. And he just kind of tries to laugh it off. But I know it hurts him and it's tough. But man, come on, Dad. You got this beautiful daughter that just graduated. Congratulations, Taylor.
Yes,
That's awesome. By the way, apologize. I think her dad is the guy that did the audio on Friday because we had some audio issues. Again, we have audio issues, but there's some audio issues, but it's worth listening to the podcast. I know you hear faintly in the background. I listened through it all. There was a couple of moments where some of the guests, it was whoever wore those lavalier microphones that we had. They were horrible. But and then Mike on a couple of occasions. But honestly, it was worth listening to. We addressed a whole bunch of stuff.
We sure did.
We addressed a lot of the changes, the recent changes that we've had on the show. We addressed some new changes that are going to be coming to the show that I think you're going to like. We talked about the bits that people love the most and the ones that they don't, the ones that we haven't done in a while that we should bring back. And we talked a lot about the behind the scenes here. So, anybody that goes on social media and asks us questions that sometimes get irritating that they don't understand that we've addressed or talked about, you'll hear it in this podcast. So if you're somebody that listens to this radio show and you are the person that's like the nosy person that wants to know, like, what is it about the show that, you feel like has kind of drawn you to it, you'll get a better idea of that. And I think that one of the things that we're going to do better when we do the next podcast is do more of that too.
Yeah.
Cool. So I thought it was cool. It was good to be up there. I loved having Mike there. I thought that was really nice.
I did too.
Mike interviewed us a lot, which was actually kind of fun because Mike's not on the show on a regular anymore, but he was asking a lot of questions because he didn't know a lot of the questions.
Yeah.
Like he didn't know that Megan was leaving until after Megan already announced it.
If there's a reason to listen, that part is crazy.
It's amazing.
To talk about
I thought they were
when
closer.
he was talking about how he found out.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Always get voicemail? No return text? Find out why you're not getting the call back on a second date update at 8:20 on Mojo in the Morning.
All right, it is Mojo in the Morning. I put Bianca to sleep, so I'm going to do a topic with her next. She's literally sitting over here. Did you fall asleep because you went to that concert last night?
Yeah, man. Didn't really sleep last night, so I was taking a nap real quick.
I just looked over at her. And you guys can't see it because it wasn't on video. Are we live right now?
Yeah, we are.
You didn't see the video. What's the video on right now? Is it on just a
It
three-shot?
was on you guys because I was sleeping and I didn't want them to see me.
She literally was over there snoozing during the show.
Little power nap.
I was like,
now?
Debbie Dingle, get into the game here right now. Give me some love here.
Back. Back, baby.
Bianca, what'd you do this weekend besides hang out with us and go to the concert?
So I actually went to a little event yesterday. It was from my friend. I normally don't really plan what I'm doing. I'm just like, all right, text me the time, place, and I'm there. And that's kind of the way I run. So they said it was a dress code, flower dresses, really cute. And under impression, I thought it was a birthday party. So I went to the store, got a birthday card, got a little birthday gift, wrote a really nice message in the birthday card too. I showed up to the function and I was like, happy birthday, Grace. And she's like, it's a graduation party, but a birthday will do.
No.
I'm like, what?
You thought it was her birthday.
I thought it was a birthday party.
But it turned out to be a graduation.
It was her
How did you get that mixed up?
I have no idea. And all the graduation decorations are everywhere. Like, she just graduated from MSU, so all this like MSU stuff. And I did not recognize or realize any of it. And all these people are like, you're joking. Like, you knew it was graduation. And I'm like, no, I literally thought it was birthday.
Such a Bianca story.
I'm like, what? How did I not know? And literally, she opened up the birthday card. Happy birthday. I was like, how did I mess this up? Like, how did I not know? Like, I was like, what?
Did everybody make fun of you then the rest of the night?
Yeah, everyone was like laughing. Like, how did you not know this? Like, I actually don't know how I didn't know. Like, that's actually so embarrassing.
At least you had something though for her, because
I know. Yeah.
have you ever gone to somebody's? Has anybody ever had this? You went to a person's party and you didn't realize it was actually like a party where you should have brought a gift.
Yeah.
And you go to the party and you realize, holy
You're
crap.
like, oh my God, I forgot the gift on the counter.
Yeah.
I asked my friends too. I'm like, oh, what are you getting her for a gift? And they're like, flowers. I'm like, flowers for her birthday? I was like, yeah, that's messed up. Like, what?
By the way, I didn't know that college kids have birthday graduations.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Parties. Like, I thought that's a high school thing.
Why not? Yeah, with dress codes.
Wait, okay.
Why is it a flower dress code for a graduation party?
That's the part to me that
that's what messed it up. But apparently, her birthday's in August. But I did not know that. I'm a fake friend.
I will say this to you. That was nice of you to come, because we just talked a few moments ago about not going to the stuff. Like, actually saying you're going to go, but you end up not going to the thing.
Made an appearance, ate some subs and pizza, and then kind of dipped.
Your party was kind of wild like that, Kev.
Oh, that was a banger last year.
That was like the party of parties, where it's like all of a sudden we were like, is this Kevin's like big birthday? Like, is this like a 30th or 35th birthday? And it was like, what are you like?
It was 34.
34.
It was like, why have a party that big for a 34?
Because you got to celebrate life. But I'm for that, though. I think, I don't know what the topic that you're going to go with is, but I think you should celebrate graduation.
Really?
I don't see any reason why you shouldn't have a graduation party when you graduate college. You worked your ass off for 4 or so years. You should celebrate that. That's an accomplishment.
I thought it was just a high school thing.
I think it's a high school thing, too.
So when you graduate college, how do you celebrate?
We went out to dinner.
My
parents
Go get a job.
took
You
me
gonna
out
do
to
that
dinner.
anyway.
Like a
I'm not
nice
gonna lie,
dinner.
I had like a little graduation party. It was like 10 of my friends. We just like got food at my house and then like went out to the bars after. That was like my graduation party. My mom's like, I'm not doing a high school graduation again. That's so much work.
Yeah,
You
and
know-
money.
So much work. Yes.
You know what would be honestly the funniest thing to do? And I can't do it to you guys now, but I should do this to other. I should invite people over to my house just for a random come over to the house. And when they show up at the house, I have birthday streamers and everything all over. And just see what
I would
everybody-
crap my
everybody's
pants
face.
if that happened and I didn't have anything for you.
Or with graduations, you know how they do the high school graduations where they'll line up pictures of the kid throughout the years, and like they'll have or they'll have the sign in front of the house that says, congratulations.
Class of 2025.
Yeah, class of 20. Yeah, the grad right there. So welcome to my party. Yeah, Bianca, by the way, showing up at the party. Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing?
It was just so embarrassing because I walked up like screaming like happy birthday and everyone heard me. Everyone's like, what? Like, who is this girl?
What's up, Melissa? Hi.
Hey there. Yeah, don't forget that David Montgomery, from the Lions, he went back to school and graduated this weekend. You have to celebrate graduation.
I saw that. Yeah, congratulations. We got to do that in the dirty. David Montgomery, best running back in football last year. He ended up going back and got his degree and had his graduation over the weekend, which was cool.
Was it Iowa State, I want to say?
Yes.
It was? Okay.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was actually cool. Melissa, what would you do if you showed up at a party empty-handed and found out later that it was somebody throwing like a birthday party?
Just take food and leave.
And leave.
I would run at least to the party store or whatever. Like, I love going over to the party store, the Brass Mug, because they have like gift bags and things like that in there, and you can fake it. Like, you can fake it, like, at least buy them a bottle of booze or something, you know?
But, I mean, the flower dress is what threw me, though.
Same.
Like,
I want to focus on that. You created
like a dress code for a graduation party.
That's weird.
I'm like, I've never seen that before. And that's what I thought it was a birthday party, because usually when I go to birthday parties, there's like dress codes or like themes.
Did you have a flower dress or did you have to buy one?
I went to Meyer, actually, and got a skirt. I did before the function. That's where I got the birthday present.
Hey, Jen.
Yeah, I'm here.
What's going on?
I think high school is mandatory, and the party is more for the parents celebrating that they made it through high school.
Yeah.
Definitely a college graduation should be more celebratory because they have to pay for it. They have to work for it. It's not mandatory. If you don't show up, they're not going to call you. They're not going to truant you.
I feel like the high school graduation, though, is where you kind of give the kid money so that he has, I don't know, beer money or something for like their freshman year or whatever. You know, like you kind of help them out a little bit with it. But I feel like.
But I think that the party for the high school is more for the parents celebrating that they made it.
You think? Okay.
But the college for the college party graduation is more for the person graduating.
Love that.
Okay. All right. I get it. What's going on? Mojo in the morning. Hi, Kayla.
Hi, how are you guys?
Good. What's going on?
So I just wanted to say I am 34. After 10 years of no school, I decided to go back, and I worked for 6 years to get my bachelor's. And 2 weeks ago, I finally graduated. I'm a single mom. I work full time. And you know what? That's something I'm proud of. So
That's right.
Throw
that party.
That is incredible.
So are you going to throw that party?
Yeah, honestly, I don't want to do nothing too crazy because I want to host my own party, stress myself out to celebrate myself. So we're probably going to do like a big bonfire, have everyone bring a dish to pass, BYOB, bring a chair, maybe some decorations and cake. But I plan to have a good time.
That's right.
Well, congratulations to you. And do us a favor, if you invite Bianca, just let her know in big, bold print what exactly this thing's all about.
I want a birthday gift.
Right, you'll take either.
Congrats on your graduation. From our collection of college dropouts from Mojo in the Morning.
WKQI Detroit, WSNX Muskegon Grand Rapids, WVKS Toledo. This is Mojo in the Morning.
Oh, Mojo, he's amazing.
Live. Mojo.
30.
20. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition sequence start.
Let me take y'all back to the beginning.
This is it.
All right, you ready?
You're listening to Mojo in the Morning.
You're a doo-doo head.
Let's go.
Good morning and welcome to the Mojo in the Morning show. It is great to have you here with us. Mojo with Shannon and Kev.
Yeah.
Good to have you with us. Our support team of Lydia, Bianca, Zack, all hanging out here with us. And the great radio stations that we're on, like Channel 955 in Detroit, our flagship, 92.5 KISS FM in Toledo, and 104.5 SNX in Grand Rapids, Muskegon. I want to get to a couple of things this hour. We're going to get to the second date update. We'll find out why you're not getting a call back. These guys have been hanging out with each other for like months now. And all of a sudden, now it's getting weird. What's going on? It's not like a second date. It seems like it's, forever that they've been with each other. It's like a relationship. Why are you not hanging out with each other? Also, one of the members of the show, Zack, is getting ready to move out on his own.
Let's go, Zack.
And he's going to be moving out completely solo. So he wants to talk about that. Later this hour on the show, Shannon with the weirdest text, and it came from Kev. She'll talk about that.
I sent it to Kev.
Or she sent it to Kev, yes. That's coming up. And I'm going to start with this. It's Mojo in the Morning show. So we had the Mojo podcast that we did, the More Mojo podcast, which, by the way, if you want to listen to it, it's on the More Mojo podcast platform. So you can go to the iHeartRadio app, or if you're on Spotify, Apple Music, whatever, just search More Mojo on there, or Mojo in the Morning, and you'll see a bunch of the different podcasts that we have like that. Also, we have our shows podcast where you can get the War of the Roses, second date updates, all the dirties. And then we have the We Don't podcast, which is on the Mojo in the Morning platform there too. I suggest go to the iHeartRadio app and then put us in one of your presets, and it's a lot easier to find us. So at the podcast on Friday, something happened that has lent me to do this as a topic. And the topic is, what was the comment that made you feel uncomfortable in front of your spouse? Or has anyone ever been out with their significant other when somebody came up to you guys and started talking that made you feel really uncomfortable? And it could be, in some cases, like an ex, okay? that's ever happened, I want you to call us up. And here's the reason why. So Friday we had some guests that were on our podcast with us. And one of the guests that we had was Karen Drew from one of the local Detroit radio or television stations, Local 4, with Hank Winchester. Hank does the podcast with Kelly Stafford. They have, what's their podcast called?
It's called The Morning After.
The Morning After. And so Karen and Hank were sitting there. And Karen and Hank and I and Shannon and everybody on the show have known each other for years. We've all been in the media market here in Detroit for a very long time. Karen actually used to fill in on our show. So she would fill in for, back then, it was when in Shannon's seat right now was Sarah, who was one of the first co-hosts that I had. And when Sarah would take a time off or she was sick or whatever, Karen would come in and she'd be the TV person doing all that stuff. Well, I don't know how it got to this, but it got to this. And Karen, the conversation was, how did it start? Like, how did us hanging out with each other and her hanging out with the show start? And she said something very, very interesting. Let me pull up the audio. This is from the podcast Friday.
I don't know how I met you.
So I don't know.
Wait, I think you might have liked me.
I was married. What are you talking about?
Oh, let's get into it.
Chelsea.
No, but you're fun like that.
I did like you. I do. Listen, will you shut up? My wife and I.
Hilarious.
Was that kind of the most awkward moment
that was
ever?
hilarious, dog. That was hilarious.
My whole body just about went numb.
Dog, you were so red.
I feel like I very quickly looked to see Chelsea in the audience.
Chelsea
and
was
what
right
her
there.
face
I
looked
looked-
like she was right in front of us.
The funniest was I looked to Chelsea the whole time to see if she was interested at all during the podcast, to see if I should move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
And there were many, many times where I looked over at Chelsea. At that moment, Chelsea perked up. I'm like, oh, she's interested.
She ready. She want to know the real.
She wants to know what the story
That
is
was
on that
a
one.
crazy
That
moment.
was that. You loved it.
I was like, oh my
by the way,
this is
I saw a
juicy.
video of Kevin. And do you know how I realized that we should never have guests on this thing? And this is no offense to Karen and Hank or to
I know what you're gonna say.
to Danny Rogers or Brad Galley. Kevin is so uninterested
Bro, I
during
was
these
bored
segments.
as hell.
He was
Telling you,
sitting,
dog.
he's like this in his seat. Tony was videotaping it and sent it to me later, and it's him going, "What the hell are we doing?"
I'm
this
telling you,
guy
I was
for?"
like, dog, this is not what I'm here for.
Wait. Were you also bored at that moment?
No, that
happened?
was one of those
everybody
moments.
just
I
shot
think everybody
up.
was locked in at that moment. Because he tried to get out of it a little bit.
Yeah.
But it was like
Yeah.
what was said was already said.
Which is so funny because of Karen came over to Karen's known Chelsea for a long time, and she's known that I've been married and stuff. She knew I had kids because they came over to our house. Her and she was dating a guy at the time, and then Eric Wilson was our old neighbor who was the weather guy on Channel 4. And so back then, we had a whole bunch of media people. And actually, Shannon, no, you weren't in the market yet. I don't think that you started with us yet. But it was a whole bunch of us.
I mean,
And
I've
we
known
had-
Karen forever and ever.
It was
and
my.
ever.
You never came to my old house,
I
did you?
didn't. No.
Okay, so
I think you had just moved when I joined the show.
So it was in my old house, and it was funny because of my neighbors thought it was really cool because Karen was the defenders. They did their investigative reports, and so she comes showing up at the house, and my one neighbor who wasn't invited to the party that was at my house thought for sure I was getting investigated by the defenders.
Wow.
So I thought that was actually funny.
Look, and
I
then-
talked to Karen. Oh, go ahead.
No,
Go ahead,
I was just going to say, and then Chelsea has the greatest memory. And it's almost like when Chelsea remembers something, she's so definitive in what she remembers.
Great for who?
Well, I mean, depends, right?
Yeah, right.
She's like, you were upstairs looking around.
Yeah.
She's
No, no,
Oh,
she was
yes.
like, no, you were upstairs
To
snooping.
Karen.
So this was so we lived in this house, and it was all the bedrooms were upstairs. So we had our master bedroom, and then we had the kids' 2 rooms upstairs. And we're having the party, and all of a sudden Chelsea notices Karen walking up the stairs.
Oh my God.
And she's we had bathrooms downstairs on the main level. So there was no reason to go upstairs to the bathroom. She was going upstairs to go snoop through.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, has anybody ever caught somebody at a party of theirs snooping through?
Which is so funny because Chelsea and I did that all the time when we would go to our
Norm's.
agent Norm's parties in
Yes, I remember
Atlanta.
that.
But
Yes.
Did you ever find anything?
no, not really.
Do
But
you remember the one time that you guys did that and you guys tried to get Johnny, Dare, and I to lay in Norm's bed.
Yeah, and so we could take a picture.
To take pictures.
Yeah. The Karen Drew part of the podcast, though, was so funny. I talked to her I talked to her on Saturday, and I was like, thank you for coming and being a part of our randomness last night. It was so fun. And she was like, never in my life did I anticipate some of the stuff that you guys asked me about. My divorces, pearl necklaces.
Let me ask you this. When you would come in and fill in and you would do it, how many emails did you get from your news director telling you to stop talking about the stuff we were talking about?
Well, it was a little inappropriate because I felt like I just got to town, so I tried to be like professional, and I had like this pearl necklace. And
Oh, really?
I did.
She was like, I hate you guys.
Her and Hank have such a good relationship. They bounce off each other very well.
Yeah, they're fun. Amy, what's up? It's Mojo in the morning. What's going on?
Hi, good morning. How are you guys?
Good. What's going on, Amy?
Kev looked pissed about 95% of that night sitting up there.
He was so funny.
I had a whole day, bro. That's what. Yeah.
I thought Kev was drunk at one point.
I didn't have a drink.
No, none of us.
I thought he was drunk at one point, and because he's like sitting back and he's very low key. He was. By the way, what did you think at the end when Kevin opened up and talked a little bit about Sherelle?
Well, I actually wanted to ask a question while we were there that I wanted to know if Kev got pink eye from the same girl that he had a sneaky link come over when Josiah was upstairs.
Oh,
no, that was
God,
somebody else.
what a good question.
No, that's
somebody
somebody
else.
I thought the one thing about the show and everybody on the show is everybody was willing to talk, and we were willing to mention, and mention stuff that was going on. I don't know how you felt. I think we should have gotten more into certain things on the show, but
I loved it. Yeah, it was a great time. I went last year too, and I enjoyed both of them. I hope you guys keep doing it.
I thought the first one seemed better to me because it flowed better, but I thought this one we got a little bit more personal with. I wish we would have gotten even more. I wish we would have gotten more into the weeds, so to speak, on things on the show. But
we'll catch it next year.
And we'll talk about that later in podcasting.
Yeah, exactly. 844 Mojo Live, text 95500. Here's a text. 586 says, I invited coworkers over to my house only to catch two of my coworkers in my bed with each other. They were not in a relationship. Who are the people that go to parties and they start going around the people's homes?
That's so weird.
And they start doing this. What would you do? So,
I mean,
by the way, has anybody ever been robbed at their own house at a party? If you've ever had a party and somebody robbed you, I want to know if that's, like a family member. Who was it that robbed?
Crazy.
Can you imagine?
No. But I could
844 Mojo
imagine
Live.
going to your house, having a few ranch waters, and finding my way, with someone somewhere.
Yes.
I don't think that's out of the norm. If you're, you drinking, it's a good time. Their libations are flowing, and you just happen to,
Libations.
Yeah, I like that word. I like libations.
That is such a good word. Hey, Tyrone, what's going on? It's Mojo in the morning. Hi.
Hey, what's going on, Mojo? I was just calling to tell y'all did a great job at the podcast, man.
Oh, thank you,
Appreciate
buddy.
it, Ty.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, me and the wife, we were sitting right in front of you guys. I was the guy with the shiny head.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's great. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it was great.
Did you guys see your pictures up on our Instagram and Facebook and stuff?
Yep. Actually, my cousin, she sent it to me that following morning. All my friends been sending it to me. Hey, I was thinking at the next podcast, I think we should save like a War of the Roses or a second date update, and we do it live.
Would that not be great?
I
What a great
heard that
idea.
suggestion from a few people. That's a great suggestion.
It's a phenomenal idea. Hey, what's up, Joy? It's Mojo in the morning.
Hi.
Hey.
I was letting you know we were having a party at our house, and we left, and so the people that were at the party came back and stole our keg.
What? That you still had the keg tapped in the backyard, and they came in and stole it?
Yeah. It actually was in the basement, and a bunch of these guys came back that were mad at my brother and stole the keg.
Oh, my gosh. Man, did you guys have cameras out and back? You could see who they were?
Oh, no, this was a really long time ago. It was like my brother was a teenager, actually, and shouldn't have been having a party, but he did.
That's amazing. Hey, I didn't get my deposit back on that keg. What's going on, Carrie? Hi.
Hey, we had a party once at our house, a bunch of us when we were in our 20s, and this person came in, we didn't even know who she was, and she stole all our cleaning supplies and our vacuum, and we just saw her, like, running down the street with all of our stuff.
All right, was she a maid? Like, who steals cleaning supplies?
I don't know, but we never saw her again, so we didn't know who she was. She was just a random person from the street, just came in, stole our stuff.
Do you know how many times people have these graduation parties that there's so many people at, and I wonder how many people just show up for the food?
Yeah.
Like neighbors or maybe not so much neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Bryce?
Hey, how's it going today?
Good, buddy. What's going on?
So recently I went out to a bar with someone I started dating, and this guy came up to me who I used to actually talk to, and I made proper introductions, everything. And then about 10, 15 minutes later, he proceeded to ask me out on a date for the weekend.
In front of your girl?
Oh my gosh.
And yes, in front, yes.
Or in front of your who was it in front? Was it in front, or were you with your boyfriend?
Yes, I was with my boyfriend, and the guy proceeded to ask me on a date.
And a guy asked you out. Well, let me tell you, did you turn as red as I turned when Karen Drew mentioned?
I was almost flattered, but then I was like, please get away from me.
I will never forget. And this, by the way, you think that the Karen Drew moment was bad? That moment was not even close to when Naughty Mom's Night Out, the woman, the mom sat on my lap in front of Chelsea.
In front of Chelsea.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I thought Chelsea was going to throw her physically off the bus.
What did you do?
I sat there the entire time going, hands up, you know what I mean? It was
Didn't
awkward.
say get off my lap.
See, that's what the women be wanting. They want you to throw her off your lap or something.
I was stuttering the entire time, not knowing exactly what to say. It was like such an awkward moment. And all I kept thinking of the entire time was, oh, God, this is the first one that Chelsea's ever gone to. She thinks that this happens all the time. So it was like one of those really, really bad moments.
So he made so I thought it was
yeah, right, exactly. One last one here. Amanda, you there, Amanda?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, what's going on? We're talking about people coming to your party and going places they shouldn't.
My brother, he had a graduation party for high school, and they found out that somebody stole a bunch of his cards that people were giving him.
You're kidding.
That's awful.
That's horrible.
Yeah, his girlfriend's parents gave him a card, but he never received it.
He didn't care about the cars. He cared about the money.
He just wants the money. Yeah. Oh my God, I got to kick more. Lorraine, you had a 4th of July party, and what happened?
My husband's cousin stole all the meats. Like
No,
they had
meat?
hot dogs.
Was he drunk?
Hamburgers, everything. She stole all of it.
She stole the meat.
Hey, wait, what
That
do they,
is so random.
Like cooked meat or raw meat?
Raw meat. All that leftover, like hot dogs. Yeah, so it's terrible.
Oh, that's funny. Did they ever get invited back to any
I didn't care.
family parties ever?
I'm sorry?
Did they ever get invited to any more family parties?
No, I'm pretty sure that was the last one.
That's it. Yeah.
Hey, just wanted to see how not answering my texts or calls is going.
Second date update happens at 8:20 on Mojo in the morning.
All right, it is Mojo in the morning. We are very proud of our Zack, our little
baby Zack.
Oh, big Zack.
Our little brother Zack.
Our birdie is leaving the nest. What
are you doing with your hands?
Yeah, I'm lifting him up in the air.
You're throwing me out the nest.
Fly, birdie, fly.
Zack is moving into his own apartment. He's
Big
living
Big boy apartment.
Yes.
All by yourself, no roommates.
No room for the first time ever.
Yeah.
No girlfriends, no roommates, no family
sister?
members, no sister, no kids,
nieces and
no
nephews.
dogs that they know of. It's gonna be great. But here's the thing. I'm moving in like 2 weeks, and it's only like 2 blocks away. But I already planned my night for my first night alone. Is that kind of lame?
No.
So I already planned like the record I'm gonna put on. I'm gonna have candles. I'm gonna order Chinese food. It's gonna be the best night. Like I already know.
That's how you're gonna celebrate.
But my question for you guys is, what'd you do your first night by yourself? Like, did you start crying? Were you nervous? I don't know.
Wait,
Like,
are you
did
thinking that
start-
you're going to get emotional?
Well, I don't know. Like, do I want to go out with a bang, or do I want am I gonna?
There are candles.
Yeah, I know, but like, am I gonna be like in my? I don't know. I think I'm gonna be sad.
By the way, why do I picture Zach lighting the candles, forgetting that he lit the candles because he drinks a little too much on his first night because he's feeling himself, and the next thing you know, the fire department has to show up.
This could happen.
It's gonna sound just like that man crying. I think you're gonna. In my mind right now, I think you're gonna get bored.
You think so?
I think you're because for me, I feel like that moment lasts like 5 or 10 seconds.
Really?
If you're not tired.
Yeah.
Because there have been times I've moved, and then all you want to do is go to sleep at that point.
That's fair.
But then I built this whole playlist where I'm like crib playlist. Like the moment I get everything ready to go, I'm gonna put this playlist on and I'm gonna have this magical moment where it's gonna feel like home. I don't even think I've played the playlist.
Oh, come on. Don't tell me that.
No, but I hope it's a different story for you.
Oh,
So wait, so Zach's, you're moving. Zach is with us right now.
Not Zach.
You're moving into this place.
Yeah.
It's just you. There's no roommates. There's nobody else. You have already planned your first night of how you're going to like be there.
Celebrate, yeah.
And what is it? Your fear that you're going to be emotional, or is it going to be celebratory?
I don't know. So I worked so hard to like live by myself, and you guys have seen it. Like it's been a long year, and I put so much into trying to live by myself that I'm nervous that I'm gonna have all this excitement, and then I'm finally gonna get there, and it's not gonna be what I expected. If that makes sense.
What are you worried that it will be? Like, what are you worried?
Well, I don't know. I just have like anxiety, and I'm nervous that I'm hyping it up too much. And like Kev said, like I'm gonna get bored, or like
you'll sit there and be looking up at the ceiling. Or something.
Or like I'm gonna be like, well, shoot, I miss my sister or something.
Yeah.
I loved living by myself.
Did you? Okay.
Yes, 100. I know some people like need roommates, and I really enjoyed being solo.
Do you remember what you did the first night?
Like the first night that I had my own apartment, I was living in Indianapolis. I had just moved out of an apartment that I was sharing with a really good guy friend of mine, and I moved like a couple of floors above, actually. I don't remember what the hell I did. Honestly, I probably like watched Project Runway and, made food.
Make it work.
Yeah, knowing myself at the time, but.
Angie, what's up?
Hi, Zach. I just wanted to say congratulations on your new place.
Thank you.
You're going to love it. You're going to love waking up and just being like, yes, I have the bed all to myself. You can just unwind and relax. Enjoy it.
Thank you.
Good for you. That's awesome, Angie. Thank you. What's up, Amanda?
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. What's going on?
So, first of all, Zach, congratulations. That's
Thank you.
awesome.
I appreciate you.
Literally everything that you said, Chinese food, some wine, candles, everything that I did on my first night in my apartment. I did stop at the dispensary as well.
Yes.
I forget your feelings on that. Yes. Okay,
Smoking
perfect.
the reefer.
Yeah.
But that's by yourself, and treat yourself for all the hard work that you've done, because you deserve it. You truly do.
Thank you. I
Have
really
a night,
appreciate that.
enjoy it. Of course, absolutely.
I worry though about Zach, like that he's going to get there, he's going to anticipate and do all this stuff, and like Kev said, he's going to be so exhausted from this thing, you're just going to fall right asleep.
I know.
And that DoorDash delivery is going to be at the front door,
sitting there,
and you'll just be sitting there.
Have you guys ever done that, by the way?
Oh,
And you wake
yeah.
up in the morning and you're like, oopsie.
Crap. Yeah. I'm proud of you, Zach, because I know that this is something that you've wanted for so long.
Yeah.
But also, I know that you moved out, from your sister's place, and then had a hellacious set of circumstances with the roommates.
It was.
It was brutal for you, man. This guy would come in here. You could tell he was stressed out. He was like, and I think that and we talked about this before the last time that you moved out. Don't underestimate your accomplishments. Celebrate your accomplishments, because what you work hard to do this.
Yeah.
You deserve to have this.
Thank you. And sometimes I got to remind myself that.
Yeah.
As well.
And that's a little bit just I guess they say tail feather or dovetail. We get so caught up in what do I want to do and how am I going to, that I think if you stay focused on the accomplishment piece of it, and the work that you already, because you're I think sometimes we get caught in, okay, now I have the thing, what am I going to do now, instead of focusing on everything that I've already done so I can have the thing.
Yeah.
Like everything you've already done, that's the win right there. The
Yeah.
fact that you're even in your own place. So the candle lights and all of that is just like the cherry on top of the cake that you
Blow the
already
candles
built,
out,
bro.
though. Don't. Seriously. Get those fake candles.
What's the song? You said you already got a song planned.
Well, yeah, I have a Childish Gambino vinyl, one of my
Okay.
favorite vinyls, so that's gonna be playing all night.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's up, Day?
Hey, yeah, so I just moved out. Oh, sorry, first time, long time. But yeah, I just moved back to Michigan. I'm in the military. I still in the military, and I just moved out. I'm 30, out of the dorms that they let us live on base. So this is like my first time living by myself, and it really is just super different. Like you just feel so accomplished, like coming home to my own place and not knowing that I don't have to. Like this is mine, you know, and I get to.
Sure.
I literally went out this weekend and bought like a bunch of plants for my place.
Nice.
It feels like a big accomplishment. I know I'm 30, and it's kind of like something that should have came roses, but
Celebrate that. Congratulations, Day, man. That's awesome.
And thank you for your service.
Kat, what's going on?
Yeah, I was about 19 or 20 when I got my first apartment, so congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And the reason to this day why I don't have roommates, but I walked around naked the entire day.
I don't even want to be thinking about Zach.
Come on.
Don't even.
Oh my God.
I mean, I want to be able to get up, get some water, go to the restroom, all that naked, whatever I want to.
Yeah, no.
That is
Zach,
hurt.
don't give Zach that. You. By the way, listeners are texting. What's your address? Hold on a second. Charlie, what's going on, Charlie?
Just like that last caller, I was gonna tell Zach he needs to be in his birthday suit, absolutely, all day.
We don't need
walking around doing whatever he wants to do.
This is great. I should start now.
Charlie, please tell me you weren't naked running around.
Let him sit on his couch, butt
No.
naked, playing Xbox.
If he ever intends to invite us over, I'm not sitting on the couch if I know his naked ass has been on there. Thanks, buddy.
That's how you got the name Balzac.
Seriously, are you ever going to sit on Zach's furniture knowing that?
Bring my own
all right, Zach, congratulations to you, buddy.
Yes,
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Happy for
Love
you.
you guys.
Very happy
Housewarming
for you.
party. Let's go. You're all invited.
Besides Mojo.
I'll bring my own chair. We should have a housewarming for him
Let's
here
do
in the
it.
studio. Let's have a housewarming party for him.
Bring
That's actually
gifts.
not a great.
I was gonna say, what do you need?
Yeah.
Lydia, let's do a housewarming for Zach, like where we invite random listeners to come over and bring a gift.
fire.
Everybody bring a plant. See how many people bring pot plants. All right,
There you go.
time now for second date update.
It's the second date update on Mojo in the Morning.
So this is an interesting one. Not getting a call back, and it's after being together for it seems like months. What is going on? We're going to find out here right now. Taylor is being ghosted. So explain this, Taylor. You guys have known each other for some time. This wasn't just that you guys went out recently and now they're not calling you back.
No, not at all. Like, we've met online. We talked online for a little bit. And honestly, everything was going out really well. We actually went on our first date. It was at this really cute rooftop.
Yeah.
Everything was perfect. And out of nowhere, it seems like they just stopped talking to me.
So it was, though, a while ago, right? It was weeks ago that this happened?
I want to say around maybe, officially they stopped talking to me maybe 2 weeks ago, but I felt like it was kind of drifting.
Okay,
maybe a
but
couple
but
times.
your date was over
Was a while ago.
Was a while ago, over a month ago. That's interesting. So what is it that made them stop talking to you a couple of weeks ago, and why is it that you guys haven't gone on another date? We're going to find out this morning here with the second date update. Jalen is on with us. Jalen, will you say hello to Taylor?
Hey, Taylor.
Hey. Long time no speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it is. That's what I get.
So Jalen, what's going on? Let's talk. Let's open up. Let's be honest here.
No, I mean, the date itself was fine, but after the date, I realized this girl's crazy.
What do you mean?
Why?
She kept accusing me of giving her an STD and that I had STD, but I mean, I knew there was no way I had one.
Wait, hold on a second. What's going on? What is that all about, Taylor?
First of all, being called crazy is wild.
Paranoid.
So, okay, paranoid is a little bit more correct. I think that is more being responsible. Because when we went on our first date, mind you, everything was perfect. Like I said, we've been talking for a while. The date was romantic. We went on a nice walk. However, the walk led to his place.
And you guys had sex?
Yeah, two consenting adults.
Wait, explain the whole. You accused him of giving you an STD. What's that all about?
Bro, she made me go get tested for STDs. That's how paranoid she is. And I did. I went and got tested, and I'm clean, of course. But my thing is like...
So after you guys had sex with each other, she then says to you, I think I got an STD. You need to go get tested for this. And
okay, wait. You have to understand, I was violently sick. I was sick like almost immediately right after. So... my mind went to, it couldn't be the rooftop because that's an A-star restaurant.
Who else is she hanging out with? I mean, what is she doing?
Are you talking sick like barfy sick, or because you're describing very different things?
Well, I never had an STD before, so I'm guessing if I'm sick, no matter what.
But you're thinking you had an STD because you were throwing up?
Well, I was throwing up. I felt kind of like a little bit itchy.
The guilty conscience. She got a guilty conscience. She's out there sleeping with everybody about to take a gas.
Wait. Let's not go there, Jalen.
Take a gas?
So here's where I'm...
That's going down.
Let's not accuse her of that.
So, Taylor, you wanted to talk to him again to find out about the STD? Like, you still wanted to continue to go out with him even though you thought he gave you an STD? You wanted him to call you back so you could get more clarity on that? Or I'm so confused.
So it was more for the clarity. I wasn't like, hey, did you give me an STD? I was like, hey, what's
better
going
in your
on?
How do you think I feel?
You know, by the way, I'm sick. Are you sick too? Because it's kind of like the timeline is kind of off. By the way, you should probably get tested. It was more like, I didn't like just say, hey, get tested. I kind of brought it up in conversation, and then that's when he started talking to me. That's when I thought, oh, he definitely gave me something.
Well,
I can see that.
But here's the Shannon's writing, questioning, and it's like, okay, you're
throwing up, but then you are equating that to an STD. Where?
He may have given you COVID or the flu or something like that, but he's not giving you an STD.
But she said she was throwing up and she was itching.
Well, and listen, you're not, and even if you get it, I don't know if you're necessarily just going to be itchy or if that's just a sign of something. But 844 Mojo Live, 844-665-6548. How do you keep a relationship going after you tell this person you are accusing this person of giving you an STD and telling them you got to go get tested, and then when they go get tested, it sounds to me, Jalen, and you tell me what happened. It sounds to me like when you showed her that you don't have anything, she didn't say anything to you. Like, she didn't try to tell you, hey, sorry that I accused you, or?
No, nothing. She's paranoid. She's crazy. I mean, it's pretty,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I didn't say sorry I accused you because it was more of like, hey, you should probably check this out because I was sick. Maybe.
Okay, so you were worried about his safety, not just yours.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
She accused me of it. I don't buy it at all.
Tammy, what's going on? It's Mojo in the Morning. What are your thoughts here about Taylor and Jalen?
Well, I think maybe she is a little bit crazy because if she thinks that he gave her an STD, why would she want anything more to do with him?
Well, that's kind of true, right? Well, she found out that he's clean. He got a clean bill of health.
But still, I mean,
that's where. Why is he wanting to be part of this whole thing?
Yeah, exactly. He been ghosted. Maybe the sex was that good, or the baking cookies was that good that he didn't care. She's a little bit crazy.
Yeah. What's up, Brittany? Hi, it's Mojo in the Morning. What's going on?
Hi, me, right? Sorry.
Yeah, Brittany. What's up?
Okay, hi, good morning. I'm sorry. This whole thing is throwing me out. This is why we need sexual health classes back in school. We need some education. What you can't how oh my God. How are you going to accuse somebody of giving you an STD after you slept with them one time? That happens. I get it. I worked in the ER. That's fine. But you're telling me that you had a sick stomach issue, and then you're mad because you accused him of this, but then you're mad at him for not calling you back. He is every bit in his right to not call you back, block your number, move if you went to his apartment because you don't need to know where he lives anymore.
Agree.
Are you okay? Like, my goodness gracious. That is some wild accusations. Oh, my gosh.
It is a little crazy. I listen, I will say this to you, that I think maybe just the fear got to her that night, and maybe that's what got her to do it, so I'll give her the benefit of the doubt, but trying to smooth things over afterwards would have been nice. What's up, Noah? Hi.
Hi. I think it takes like 3 months to detect STD.
Yeah.
Like, it's not immediate.
It's not the next day thing, right?
Everybody don't know that,
Right,
though.
it's not a next day thing.
Well, I think that's the thing. I think she was just panicking because she wasn't feeling good. I think even accusing somebody of getting you sick the next day, I mean, I would probably say that it would take a little bit longer than the next day where you all of a sudden, even if you got like the flu.
But accusing somebody of giving you the flu and accusing somebody of giving you
Yes.
an STD are vastly different.
Right. And I kind of get why Jalen's kind of cutting this thing off and not wanting to get together again. So
Absolutely.
You got your answer, Taylor. I think that's.
Well, I feel like everyone is not really hearing what I'm trying to say. I mean, I don't want to be too detailed, but it was like also my first time like swallowing. So
Dump that. I gotta dump that. I'm sorry.
Now we're
for,
talking.
for those, she got graphic on what she did, and we had to dump that. I apologize. Second date update here on the Mojo in the Morning Show.
This is the home of the dirty on the 30. Throwback Throwdown. Second date update. And War of the Roses. This is Mojo in the Morning.
It is Monday.
Holy cow.
Came out of nowhere.
All right, we're going to give you a chance to win tickets to see Kendrick Lamar and SZA. 844-MOJO Live, 844-665-6548. This show's getting closer than we think. Kendrick Lamar, SZA. You remember we were talking about this way back when there was halftime at the Super Bowl and they were performing? Now it's June 10th. So we're a couple weeks away from this. 844-MOJO Live. 844-665-6548, 95th caller.
Mojo in the Morning's Dirty on the 30.
We'll get you caught up on what's trending right now. Shannon, what do you got in this hour's Dirty?
If you were in the crowd at that sold out show at Ford Field last night, Jelly Roll, Post Malone, you felt Ford Field shaking when Eminem surprised everybody and came on stage to do Lose Yourself. As he started singing, I was like, for sure Eminem's coming out.
Well, then he starts looking back towards the side stage.
Yeah,
there, you're like,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
something's going to happen.
You'll hear here in a second the crowd just It was a cool moment.
Look at Eminem, man. When are we going to get an Eminem concert at Ford Field? We need to have that. We need to have a night of Eminem, right? Wouldn't that be great?
How many years has it been since the first album?
We celebrated it the other day. Or like a week or so ago, right?
25, yeah, 25
years. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Maybe we'll get
Our
one of
25th
those.
anniversary.
Yeah.
How much do you think Jelly Roll pays him to come do that?
I feel like Emma pop out for free. He
I
seems like
agree.
that kind of guy. He's
Yeah.
more relationship.
You don't
than
think that these
residual.
guys like ask for some money or anything like that?
I don't think he would, especially if he here. I don't think he'd charge.
Yeah. Jelly Roll, by the way, making an appearance obviously during Post Malone's set as well. And when he was done singing, he ran off the stage. And when I say ran, I know that man is running to lose weight and training.
Mm-hmm.
He ran so fast, I couldn't believe it. I'm not joking.
Really?
Yeah.
You know
He's
what?
fat. He has wheels.
There are some big dudes
Fast.
with wheels. Look at me.
Next story.
Are you fast? Okay.
I am.
Chris
To the
Brown,
kitchen.
Chris Brown's still in jail, you guys.
Chris
Do you know
Brown.
that?
I told you this
Still
guy's got
in jail.
issues.
So the 20th anniversary of of the UK and wait, what am I saying? His 20th anniversary tour. Thank you. Is basically in jeopardy right now. So he was arrested last week on allegations of assaulting a music producer at a nightclub. I want to say it happened in 2023. He hit this guy with a tequila bottle over the head. And so he appeared in court in Manchester, England on Friday. And a judge said, nope, you are not leaving. Ordered him held until his next hearing, which is happening June 13th in London. So he was scheduled to kick off his tour with a June 8th show in Amsterdam. That's not happening. So everything's going to get delayed and pushed
Kevin,
back and all rearranged.
hold on to your tickets. Hold on to your tickets.
He'll be here.
Former first daughter Malia Obama being accused of stealing a portion of the Nike commercial that she directed from an independent film. A woman by the name of Natalie Jasmine Harris is the creator of the 2024 film titled Grace, and she said she is just shocked by how similar Malia's commercial is to a scene in her independent movie. She said the scene in Obama's Nike commercial where two girls are playing patty cake is nearly the same as a scene in her movie. Even the framing and the camera angles are similar. What's more, she's also accusing Nike of going with Malia merely because of the Obama name, not because of her abilities or her skills, while ignoring
of
people out
course.
there who do have skills.
Yeah.
So that
The commercial fire, by the way.
The Nike commercial?
Yeah, for Asia Wilson, new sneaker from Nike. It's a dope-ass commercial.
Really?
And lastly, that ship hitting the Brooklyn Bridge. I'm sure you saw the video by now. It was a Mexican Navy tall ship that crashed into the Brooklyn Bridge on Saturday night. And that ship apparently had lost power shortly before that collision. It was not supposed to sail under the bridge.
There's no way. I feel like there's no way.
Maybe you can. I don't know.
So people watching it from an
Yeah,
apartment.
so many people were filming it.
Crash into the Brooklyn Bridge. It's totally crashing. Look, the sails are hitting it. Look. Oh my God.
Two people killed, 17 injured, 4 still
Oh
in
my
critical
God.
condition.
What is going on?
Man, I was so glad the bridge didn't sustain significant damage. That was one of the things I worried about.
So if you saw the video, and it was like one of those old-fashioned ships with like the big sails, there were 2 people up in on top of the mast. So I'm assuming that they were among the
two
injured. I mean, that is a
died,
big
yeah.
assumption.
No,
Are they the 2 that died?
I think there were there 2 that died or 3 now that
No.
died? Because they're
So
saying
last I heard was 2,
somebody's
17
not
injured,
good.
4 critical.
So
Yeah.
you bring up an interesting point about the bridge, because remember after that Baltimore bridge that collapsed, they're saying that this bridge, the sustainability of that bridge is one of the strongest bridges that we have in this country. And when they built it so fortified that they thought to themselves, because the trucks that were going to be going over it, they thought there is no way this thing's coming down, and that they think helped it. I'm surprised the people that were up driving on that bridge didn't get hurt by some of the flying debris that came off of that ship.
Yeah.
Supposedly, hold on a second, supposedly our dump button did not work.
Oh.
So we
Really?
had a dump button issue. We've been
Okay,
having
I
a
saw
dump.
I saw you with my own 2 eyes dump it.
So
So
hold on, let me push this dump. Did the dump work? Did you hear what I just said?
Text us.
Or did it not? Huh?
that's not good.
I don't know. Tell
Okay,
me.
catch up on everything you missed. Listen to the podcast. Search Mojo in the Morning in the free iHeartRadio app.
All right, there
They're
you
not
go.
missing anything. It's the dumb buttons.
I know.
now.
They
Hey,
not like us. They not like us.
they not like us. We're giving away tickets.
They not like us. They not like us.
Deanna, are you there?
Yes. Hi.
Deanna's a winner. Congratulations, Deanna. We're setting you up with tickets. Yeah.
Deanna on the phone.
Deanna from Muskegon is going to see Kendrick and SZA June the 10th, Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Congratulations.
Yes. Thank you so much.
You hang on the phone and we're going to get you set up with your tickets, okay?
All right. Thank you. Have a great day.
She's not like, yes, she is like us. You're like us, right, Deanna?
Yes, I am.
All right, hang on one second. Hold on.
Celebrity Dirt. Directly from the source. It's Mojo in the Morning's Dirty on the 30.
Channel 955. It's Mojo in the Morning's Motor City traffic.
8:42 and 50 degrees. We're going to see mostly clouds today. We may see some sunshine here and there. A high temp of 62 out on the streets. We have a closure because of an accident southbound Harper Ave between Kingsville and Moross is closed because of an accident at the moment. Another accident blocking the 2 left lanes, 75 northbound at McNichols. It is stop and go from Holbrook Street. The right shoulder blocked by an accident, 94 westbound after Allard Avenue. And about a 10-minute delay. M53 southbound between Hall Road and Van Dyke. You're working with just one lane there. You are going to see it slow from 23 Mile. That's your Channel 955 traffic on Mojo in the Morning.
Channel 955.
An iHeart radio station.
This report is sponsored by Cycle Gear. Come to the grand opening of your new Cycle Gear in Sterling Heights. This Friday through Sunday, enjoy food prices and up to 60% off motorcycle gear. Plus a free Bluetooth unit with any qualifying helmet purchase of $319 or more. Your new Sterling Heights Cycle Gear. Get there. Start here. Details at cyclegear.com.
Hey, can I mention my friends over at Lucido Fine Jewelry? I love these guys. Joe and Vince, Fran, all of the great Lucido family. They've been relationship-wise with all of us here on the show and family members of ours for over 25 years. Actually, I think they were my first, if not my second client that ever advertised on the show. They were the greatest. Love these guys to death. Grad time right now, also dad time too. So grad and dads is who we're thinking about right now. And if you are looking to maybe get engaged this summer, or you're thinking about, possibly going to look at rings, if you don't go to Lucido Fine Jewelry, you're making a huge mistake. These are the best people around, but also they've got the best selection. You can buy from bad people as long as their selection is good. But how about buying from great people with a great selection? So you kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Plus, you get the Mojo in the Morning guarantee that you're going to be treated right. If you're looking for any Lucido or any jewelry, look to Lucido Fine Jewelry. Go to lucidojewelry.com or stop into Rochester, Birmingham, Sterling Heights. Lucido Fine Jewelry.
Pay your bills. Bills stacked up? Let's pay those bills. Your shot of $1,000 happens in minutes on Channel 955.
This summer is all about Big 3 basketball. Ice Cube's 3-on-3 League is back with superstar ballers like Dwight Howard, Michael Beasley, and more. Legendary coaches, big plays, musical guest performances. It's something you don't want to miss. Watch every weekend all summer long on CBS and Vice.
It's time to take a spin on the new Fanatics Casino app. We're dropping $2 million in fan cash. So every week, you can play for a chance to win your share of $250,000. Flip your fan cash into casino credit, bonus bets, exclusive apparel, and so much more. Get 500 free spins on Cash Eruption when you wager just $10. Join America's fastest growing online casino. Terms apply. Download the Fanatics Casino app now. Must be 21 and over. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
Okay, divorce is super tough. And one thing that can really help this not great time in your life is to feel confident in the legal team that is walking through this process with you. I want to recommend Goldman & Associates. So if you're looking for a recommendation, Mr. Goldman has been around for decades, and you hear associates in that name because there are 20 plus attorneys that make up his team. So there's one that absolutely aligns with your values, your case, and the best part, they all collaborate with one another to make sure you come out with the best results for you and your family. Go to choosegoldman.com.
Things are heating up. It's time to drop everything and summer with Skittles. Going on a totally ridiculous trip is the best way to soak in all the fun. And what candy makes a better co-pilot than Skittles? They're perfect to pass around with your pals, adding deliciousness to any drive. Even more sensational, Skittles wants to give you savings this summer, so they'll drop you $5 when you spend $20. So hit the road and pick up a pack of Skittles to get your summer journey started. Terms and conditions apply. Go to www.dropeverythinginsummer.com for details.
Hi, I'm Stacy Reeves, a DTE Field Operations Supervisor. I'm out with crews in neighborhoods every day working to make your power more reliable, and we've already made great strides towards our goal of dramatically reducing outages by 2029. Last year, DTE customers saw a nearly 70% improvement in time spent without power. We're committed to building a smarter, cleaner, stronger grid of the future, so you will have the reliability you deserve.
Hey everyone, it's Tanya Lalonde from Summit Place Kia announcing our Credit Approve-a-thon. If you have $500 and you make at least $3,000 per month, our lenders can get you approved. Are you over mileage on your lease or upside down in your loan? We can bust you out, even if you owe up to $9,000 more than your trade is worth. So come see me, Tanya Lalonde, during our Credit Approve-a-thon at Summit Place Kia and SummitPlaceKia.com.
You should be driving a Kia from Summit Place Kia. Summit Place Kia.
Negative equity refinanced, subject to lender approval, expires month end.
At Kroger, we've lowered prices on over 1,000 items across our stores so you can save even more. Whether you're shopping in-store or online at Kroger, we've lowered prices on thousands of the items your family wants and needs. And with lower prices, your dollar goes further every time you shop with us. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Right now, save big during our Fresh Tyson Chicken Full Line Sale. Select varieties or buy one, get one free with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
What is up, Detroit? It's Kev here, and I want to let you know about Total Wireless. They are the wireless provider that's truly in your corner. See, Total Wireless has unlimited phone plans starting at $25 a month per line when you get 4 lines. But the best part is Total Wireless is running on the #1 network in Detroit, so you get unlimited data that never slows you down. So what are you waiting for? Stop by your nearest store today. In times of traffic, your data may be temporarily slower. Additional terms apply. Rankings based on Root Metrics Detroit Root Score Report, first half 2025.
Listen to Channel 955 anytime. Free on the iHeart app.
Presented by Top Dog Law. Top Dog get you top dollar. Go to topdoglaw.com. That's topdoglaw.com.
As down payments get bigger, millions of renters across America feel like they'll never be able to buy a home. So instead of lowering expectations, Rocket Mortgage is lowering down payments to 1% for eligible home buyers with OnePlus, helping more renters become owners. Call 800-4ROCKET or visit rocket.com to get a head start on your starter home.
Rocket Mortgage, LLC, licensed in all 50 states. NMLSConsumerAccess.org, number 3030.
Don't miss employee pricing for all at Bill Brown Ford in Livonia. Pay the same price Ford employees do on a full lineup of Ford vehicles. Find out why you'll do better at Bill Brown Ford. Visit BillBrownFord.com or stop by the showroom on Plymouth Road in Livonia. Bill Brown Ford, where everyone gets employee pricing.
Switch to Boost Mobile and get unlimited talk, text, and data for just $25 a month forever. That's right. No price hikes, no contracts. $25 forever. Visit a Boost Mobile store today. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Olay Indulgent Moisture Body Wash.
It's me, Olay Indulgent Moisture Body Wash. I see those dry elbows, baby. But don't worry, get moisturized right in the shower. So hydrated you can skip the lotion after.
Don't wanna see it dry no more. Skin so moisturized with body wash.
Look at you now, no more dry skin. Your skin gets the moisture it craves with
Olay Indulgent Moisture Body Wash.
Injured? Call 1-800-CALL-SAM and get Michigan's first family of law. Call Sam.
More Mojo in seconds.
It's the only way you want to live. If you're going to live in Ann Arbor, you might as well live right. Live in Woodview Commons. Woodview Commons, our premier residential community, which has everything that you're looking for, from sleek architecture to the coolest interior designs I've ever seen. Plus, they have 1, 2, 3 bedroom spacious apartments. Then they also have these beautiful townhomes as well as these ranch style homes too. Pickleball courts, a great pool, and a workout facility that is amazing. Go to FHSliving.com and see for yourself. FHSliving.com and live better.
This report is sponsored by ExpressPros.com.
Weather today cloudy and a high of 65. Tomorrow overcast skies again and temps down to 60.
If you're ready for a new job, let Express Employment Professionals help you. Express is already hiring for summer jobs in a variety of industries. Job seekers never pay a fee at Express. Go to ExpressPros.com to find your location. That's ExpressPros.com.
This hour of Mojo in the Morning is powered by Reynolds Orthodontics.
This hour on Channel 955, powered by Michigan Auto Law. Auto accident attorneys. Visit Autolaw.com.
That's Autolaw.com.
Be part of the show. 844-MOJO Live. 844-665-6548. This is Mojo in the Morning.
All right, it is Mojo in the Morning show. Phone number 844-MOJO Live, 844-665-6548. Text is 95500. If you ever do text us, expect that we will call you because we'll want you to get on the radio with us. And tell us if you're a first-time, long-time. So tell us if you've never been on the air with us before because we would love to shout you out. This is an interesting text. So Shannon with her crazy text to Kevin. What's up?
Okay, I don't even know how this conversation started, but it was me, Kev, and Zack, right, Kevin? And we were talking about like weird things that we like to watch on social media, like random things. And I had said, I don't know why I'm obsessed with watching people get their ingrown toenails removed. And I've watched these videos so many times that now they're being served to me on like Facebook, for example.
It's your algorithm now?
That's like your suggested video to watch, okay? Which is so weird because if you scroll through my Facebook feed, you just see people's feet and like big toenails. And so I went to go get a pedicure, and Kev had agreed with me, by the way, that he has a fascination with watching people get their ingrown toenails dug out of their skin. So I go to get a pedicure, and the girl, shout out to Amy, she's my girl, I have ingrown toenails. And so she had fixed them for me. And I sent Kev this text afterward. I texted him, just got my ingrown toenails removed. You would have found it so satisfying. And he responded with several drooling emojis. And I thought, we are weird. Like, there are just certain friendships that are just really super weird. And if anybody saw that text, they would be like, what in the actual heck is wrong with you?
What is your obsession with watching people's ingrown toenails be
Have you ever seen how they clip the sides of a toenail and then they like slowly pull it?
I see it all the time.
I know,
have it all the
but
time.
so
I see it all the time.
Mine aren't that bad.
Do you want me?
Yours probably
how about
isn't
this?
that bad.
No,
but
mine's
some
horrible.
people on Facebook, they come out and they are huge.
How about if because I
it's
told,
oddly
so
satisfying.
Chelsea, Chelsea's been having to take care of me, everything but wipe my ass because I have one arm. And I told her, I said, hey, on our way home today, because she has to pick me up, can you drop me off at Les Nails or whatever it's called? They have that nail place with the is that it right there?
That's one of them.
Some of them are so bad that
I love it.
like,
I said, will you
out.
drop me off at there, or will you come in with me? She's like, well, I don't want to come in because I don't want to see it. Like, she's like disgusted by my nails and disgusted by what they have to do. You should take me. Why don't you take me?
Sit right next to the person.
See, I don't know if I'm ready for a live toe removal, but
you like it
nail,
on just
not
listen.
toe.
live. Listen, when it comes to cysts being popped, blackheads being removed, pimples being burst, toenails getting ripped off and cleaned, sign me up.
I don't like the cysts or the pimples or the blackheads. Blackheads in person.
When the cyst oozes out, and they either got to like work it with their thumbs. It's almost like a massage and it bursts. That's so satisfying.
If I'm doing it to somebody I know, like my sister or Wes,
Is Dr.
For some reason, I can't watch
still
that.
on?
Oh, yeah, he's still on. Now, I don't want to be in the splash
I was
zone.
going to say she.
Yeah, it's a she. Jen or
Yeah.
what's her name?
It's a guy that does it too, though.
Yeah.
Oh, look at him rip that thing off.
The toenail one, though, is something.
Are you
about
into
it.
weird stuff like that, Mojo? Like, what's your weird, I guess, social media obsession?
I go to church on Sundays.
Oh,
I
shut
don't need
up.
this crap. You guys are no. I don't like it. I don't like no, I'm not into it. I'm trying to think of like what's the most disgusting thing that I do like watching animals go to the bathroom.
Wait,
for some
what?
Yeah, for some
What? I did not expect that.
for some reason I find it interesting.
What do you mean?
Have you ever watched videos of dogs pooping? There's something about dogs pooping.
No,
my
I just
favorite
look
is
out my back window.
my favorite is watching dogs poop and when they have to walk to get the poop out. And I like I have to actually walk. You know how they do that where
My
they kind of
little
start
old
taking
guy
steps?
Charlie can't get it. Yeah, he does that.
Because I think as a human, it would be funny if we had to do that, where we had to stand up and start walking a little bit
Be
just
all
to
over
kind of
our
get it
legs.
going. 844 Mojo Live, 844-665-6548. Maria, what did you want to say? Or Mara?
It's Mara.
Third time's a charm.
It's like, what's going on?
Nothing. I'm a first time caller.
Hey, Mara's on the phone.
Yeah, so I heard y'all talking about the content with like ingrown toenails that's popping, and there's actually a lady on TikTok, I don't know her name, but she points out how a lot of that content is actually fetish content.
Oh,
Okay, wait,
there
no.
you go, Shannon.
Just like how y'all are getting like satisfaction out of it, there's some people that get a lot more out of that kind of content.
That's a different world.
There's a little fetishes going on there, Shannon.
Oh yeah, you can tell
It
from
does
how
not
they
turn
do
me
some of the
on.
videos.
It just provides relief when I'm getting it done, and I'm fascinated by watching it. But it's not turn me on.
Yeah.
That's a different ball game.
No, this is the deal. This is a fetish on your part. Mara, what's your fetish? What do you like to watch?
I like there's a guy, I think his name is Aaron. He's on TikTok. He does he cleans the cows' feet.
The udders? I like that too.
Oh, they get the dirt out of
Yeah, the horseshoes and stuff.
I watch that so much, I could probably do it myself.
Yeah.
That is satisfying. You ever seen a horseshoe get cleaned out, Mojo?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. Do you ever see them nail in a horseshoe?
Yeah,
Yeah, that there's something about that. The pain. What's going on, Tia? How you doing?
Hi, guys. First time, long time.
Hey, Tia.
On the phone.
What's up?
But yeah, I have to say that not only do I enjoy, of course, the pimples and the ingrowns, I love watching people get their earwax removed. Whoa. It's something super, I know, but it's something super satisfying about that.
Yeah.
Like when it's like hard and it's just in there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know it's crazy.
Yeah.
My daughter says I'm crazy, but yeah. I look at her ear now, so I bought one of the tools off Temu, and I try to get out
Aren't those fascinating? You can watch it on your phone.
Yes.
Do you ever do the ear what is it, the
Candling?
candle thing? Yeah, the candle. Did you ever try that
I
at all?
used to do that, and somebody said that's actually it's like fake.
Really? No, we've done that before.
I have too.
And it's worked.
Describe what you're talking
about.
about.
That's something I gotta look for.
You put the thing in there, and you basically are burning with a candle out all the wax that's inside there.
The smoke is supposed to suck the wax out of your
wow.
ear, and then when you cut open this like candle-shaped thing, it's all in there. But somebody told me that it already comes coated with stuff, and that's just what you see.
Well, it's worked. I've had earwax that's bad. My son has had a lot of allergy issues, so he's got his big grandpa's nose, and we had to buy that thing that has the tube things that go up in your nose, and it shoots water in your nose, and it gives like a colonic to your nose. Have you guys ever seen that thing done?
I could
Like
not do that.
Flonase?
And it basically all of a sudden, it shoots water up in there. It basically shoots water, and it pulls out all the snot, and then he pulls out of it.
Does that.
He pulls away from
My
the
husband
thing,
does that
and the
every day.
snot is just pulling right out of his nose.
Yeah,
kinda
he
wanna
does it
try
every
it.
day. It's
good.
fascinating.
We should have-
Kev. It's fascinating.
We should have people, by the way, videotape themselves doing all this stuff. Send them to us.
Is the water nose trick over the counter?
He did it on the kitchen counter the other day.
I mean, can I buy it?
Oh yes, over the counter. Yes, yeah. We bought it at like one of the CVS or something.
Send me the link.
What's up, Terry?
Hi.
Hi.
I'm calling to let you know that it is absolutely illegal in the state of Michigan for a nail tech to remove an ingrown toenail.
What?
Oh, well, I've gotten
Why?
it done for probably 10 years.
Why is that?
It's against our license.
Is it-
Any nail tech that does that can lose their license. I'm a nail tech of 35 years.
You know what they should make
Google
illegal, Terry? Using the cheese grater, because my sister ended up almost having to have her foot amputated because the cheese
Actually,
grater
Mojo,
infected
that
her.
is illegal as well.
Yeah, they should use just the sanding thing and not that cheese grater thing, because that thing never gets clean.
That is correct.
Yeah, I always tell them no.
It's fine for personal use, but it is illegal also to use the cheese grater in any salon in any state in the country.
Yeah.
Google, people, do your
Google
research.
it.
If you're gonna have an ingrown toenail removed, you need to go see a doctor. That is
I'm
not
sticking
within
with
the
my
scope
girl,
of our
and then she
license.
paints my toes after. It's
A
perfect.
podiatrist has to do it. Thank you for the info. That's interesting. What's happening? How you doing, Amber?
Hey, oh my God, first time, long time.
Hey, Amber on the phone. A lot of people for this topic.
So I'm in the medical field. I've been in the medical field for like 10 plus years. So I had went to the podiatrist to get like an ingrown toenail removed, and I was so excited because I watch videos like all night, pimple popper videos, earwax, all that. So I'm sitting in a chair, and this guy is like a talker, like how Mojo talks. Like he will like pull a story out of you, and he want to go from A to Z. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, yeah. And I'm just like focusing and stuff. He's numbing and all that stuff. And I'm just watching intensively. This dude literally snipped and clipped and pulled. And I'm like, wait, hold on. Put it back. I didn't get to see it. He was just looking at me. I never had that.
That's
and I'm
awesome.
like, no, seriously, like, put it back. And he was like, wait, what's wrong? You're not happy as though. I'm like, no, this is like supposed to be my moment. Like, he was just like, so his flabbers was gassing. He was just like, I never heard nobody say that.
Oh my goodness.
Amber, you are too good. And by the way, you're right. I am a talker. All right, we love you.
I love it.
Take
Have a good day.
Take
Love
care
you
of
guys.
yourself.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
WKQI Detroit, WSNX Muskegon Grand Rapids, WVKS Toledo. 3 great stations, 1 stupid show. This is Mojo in the Morning, live.
Mojo in the Morning. I got a couple of things I wanted to bring up. One of them is, so this weekend I went to dinner. Tell me if you guys ever have this. So we went out to dinner this weekend. Chelsea and I did with our friends Denise George. Remember Denise George?
Oh, I do.
Denise
seen her in a
George.
minute.
Denise George used to manage Britney Spears.
Backstreet Boys.
She managed the Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, all those guys.
Wow.
She worked with Jive Records, and then Jimmy George, her super sexy Chaldean husband. And we went out to dinner with these guys. And tell me if this has ever happened to you before. We're at dinner and everything is nice. We went to one of our favorite restaurants. We're sitting there in this nice, cushy booth. Everything's wonderful. And then the table next to us comes, and they are the loud table. And it's all of a sudden, the decibel level of volume inside the restaurant went to a point where I couldn't hear Jimmy's talk anymore. Like they were talking so loud that it was to a point where I was like, huh? What? What's going on? And it was one table that was making this. And I don't know if you got, Shannon, you probably have been that table, you and your girlfriends and stuff like
For
that.
sure.
And it got to a point where I'm thinking to myself, doesn't anybody, the other people in this restaurant, not realize that the level of volume just went from a 5 to a 20? You know what I mean? On a scale of 10. That's how loud this table got to. Did you ever have that happen to you?
I feel like we can't be hypocritical because I feel like we were at that table when we were at Chop House for our.
We were.
You know what I mean? Like we
Yes.
took it to a whole nother level.
But is it possible that you can say to them, hey, can you guys keep it down a little bit? Or can you ask the restaurant to tell them to keep it down a
I
little
think you
bit?
can do that. I think you could tell your server to ask them, but
I feel
you
like they
can't
should
do
be
that.
aware. The restaurant should be aware. They have ears just like we do. Now, obviously, their focus may not be on the volume because they got a million other things they're worried about. But I feel like if there's a hostess at the establishment or if there's a waiter or waitress, they have to be cognizant of the loudness that's happening.
But if you're, here's the thing that's interesting. If you're somebody that has been to a restaurant and you see people come in and push a stroller with kids, you right away get a bad feeling in your thoughts, right? You right away start going, oh, crap, I got to sit next to this. Yeah. And screaming babies are always looked at like they are the biggest pains in the asses to sit next to either in a restaurant or on an airplane.
Because they kind of are.
What about screaming people? What about that, though? What about the people that are loud the entire time? It was this table that was just so loud.
Okay, so what did you do?
Nothing. I sat there the whole time. I wanted to pull over the manager.
Did you give him a mean look?
No, I wanted to pull the manager, Manish, over and just say to him, Manish, tell these people to keep it down. Like, what is going on here? But I didn't want to do it because I didn't have a reservation and I begged him for one the night before. I was like, the last thing in the world he wants to. But I was sitting there the whole time going, how loud do these people have to be? And it was weird because everybody had to notice it because the level was at a point where they had music playing in the restaurant and you could hear some of the music a little bit. And then as soon as these people came in, you couldn't hear. And it didn't sound like they were playing music anymore.
Yeah.
It's all you heard. You couldn't even hear like the chattering or the dinging of plates and stuff like that. It was just, I could hear the two ladies talking the entire time.
Were they celebrating something?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Because I feel like some occasions that level of joy is more acceptable than others. Like if it's a large group coming in and they got balloons or it's a graduation season, like give them some grace.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It also depends on the restaurant.
You know what it is?
For sure,
He's the reason why he's saying this is he and his family are this way.
It depends.
You are this way.
It depends.
You're loud talkers.
It depends
You
which
and your
family I'm
microphone.
going out with.
Make some noise.
Me and my radio family, because we get loud as hell too when we get outside.
844-MOJO Live, 844-665-6548. Has anybody ever been kicked out of somewhere because they've been too loud? Is there anybody listening that has ever been asked to keep it down because you're too loud? I want to know who you are.
I couldn't imagine.
Are you the loud talker? Has anybody ever, this is another one too, has anybody ever been in a hotel and they were so loud in the hotel room they got kicked out of a hotel? I wonder sometimes if hotels will kick you out if you're too loud, if you make too much noise.
I've been warned at a hotel before.
Really?
Yeah.
What was
when I was
going
with
on?
girls. We were on a girls' trip. This was like 3 years ago. We were on a girls' trip and they called us and said we got a noise complaint.
Keep it down.
And it was during the day too. That's what was crazy.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Dawn, what's up? It's Mojo in the morning. Hi.
Hey, Mojo.
Hey.
So years ago, my husband at the time and I were at a bar establishment, and there was a priest, and I guess it was a deacon, sitting at the other end of the bar, and we were kind of teasing, making jokes, priest and this coming to a bar, yada yada. Well, a few minutes later, we noticed that they're arguing, and they were so loud. Everybody was staring at them, and they were unaware, but they were arguing about whether or not a priest should give last rites at a church or at a hospital.
Oh, geez.
What a
Wow.
topic.
Yeah.
That is kind of, you could hear them that loud that you could hear the full conversation going on.
Yes.
That's wild.
It was like, yeah.
See, I would want to hear
we
that
laughed
conversation.
Because we listened as long as we could, but then we're like, okay, we're not enjoying ourselves because our ears are so wide open. We're trying to hear their conversation.
Yeah.
We're like, let's go somewhere else. So
Yeah.
we kind of want to stick around to see if they were going to duke it out. But
No, I actually like when the conversation's interesting. This one wasn't interesting. What's going on, Bean? You there?
yeah, I'm here. What's up? Good
You're-
morning.
There's no way I've ever talked to a Bean before. Are you a first time, long time?
You never talked to the Bean?
That's your first time. This is Papa Bean. That's
Yeah.
Bean.
Bean on the phone.
What's going on, Bean?
Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, I think you're being a little tough. I don't know. Like, I'm not the loud person all the time, even though I sound a little loud right now.
Yeah.
But I am a hostess at a restaurant, and sometimes it just really depends on what we're celebrating and what we're doing.
Come on. Listen, you've been in your restaurant where the family or the people were so loud they became obnoxious.
Yes, that's true. And I've been told hey, they're getting a little loud, and I'll move them over somewhere else or suggest them to our bar area or lounge area. But I'm pretty sure when you're out with your radio family and you've had a couple of shots, you're pretty loud.
Bean, you know nothing about me. We just met. You're a first time, long time.
You got him
I don't
right,
know what you're
Bean.
talking about.
You got him right.
You are.
I've been listening to this show since forever.
I don't want to hear it.
Forever.
Get off my phone.
Channel 955,
There you-
Mojo in the morning.
Oh, we love you, man.
Roses, the War of the Roses. Like, yes, all of that.
I'll talk to you never, Bean. We'll talk to you. I love you.
Okay.
All right. We'll talk.
Bye, Bean.
Loosen up, Mojo.
I know. Listen, I know. We were having a nice night. What's up, Jennifer? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. What's going on?
First time, long time.
Hey, Jennifer, you caught me off guard. Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, I had a comment about getting kicked out for being too loud.
Yeah.
We went on a family camping trip with a bunch of cousins and aunts and uncles and stuff like that, a canoe trip. And a bunch of us girls got a little too tipsy, and we were a little too loud. And they kicked us out, and we were no longer welcome back to that campsite.
They can kick you out of a campsite?
They did.
Wow.
Yep.
That's wild. That's wild because you're outdoors, right? I mean, you think about you can be as loud as you want to be, but I guess you're keeping people up probably, right?
Well, that's what we thought, but nope. They said you got to go, and you're no longer welcome here, so we had to find a new campground for the next year.
That is crazy. Danielle got kicked out of a hotel. What's up, Danielle?
Hi. So a few years ago, we were at a hockey tournament for my little brother, and our
rowdy, drunk parents were acting a fool. And we got multiple warnings from the hotel, and the final straw was my dad did a front handspring in the hallway after he was dared at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
That's by the way, and that's hockey parents. We've heard that the hockey families are crazy families. That's great.
Oh, it was wild.
What do they do if they kick out the entire team? Where do you put a bunch of kids in the middle of the night? Tiffany got kicked out of an Applebee's for being too loud. Is that right?
Yes, I did. And first time, long time as well.
Hey, Tiff on the phone. What else did you guys do?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
What else did you? What did you do to get kicked out?
So we were at Applebee's, and my friend was wearing a very revealing top. She was a little heavy set, and the manager came over and asked us if we could please leave because her back fat rolls were hanging out.
Oh my God!
Are
you kidding me?
Chest that contained a lot of hair.
Oh my.
Yeah, a family was very upset and asked if we could please leave.
Wow.
By the way, do you think she's upset that you're calling the radio to talk about this?
I could care less.
Wow. Did she really have?
That was a long time ago, and we're not friends anymore.
Did she really have hair all over her back too? Wow.
Yes.
Good for her.
It was on her back and her chest.
Oh, God.
I was like,
Lord.
do you not shave? But okay.
Did you think she should have worn a shirt?
No, absolutely not. I was completely embarrassed, and I wish she would have put something on.
Oh, so you was glad, John.
Hold on.
You sure you didn't complain?
Hold on. Ace, tell everybody where you got kicked out of for being too loud.
I got kicked out of prison for being too loud.
How?
There's
How?
no way. There's no way.
So it was my time to leave anyway, right? So I was being discharged. But they keep everybody in like a holding room, and then they call you out by alphabetical order by last name. My last name starts with a W. So, you know, I'm super excited. I'm like, yeah, it's time to go, and I'm loud, and we're talking about everything. And they like, oh, right, you, come here. We're going to get you out of here now. You've been way too disruptive and loud right now.
Wow.
So I got to skip the line and get out of here a little bit sooner.
Hell yeah. That sounds like a win. That's the place you want to get kicked out of. Kick me out of jail.
Kick me out of jail. Right.
Mojo in the morning.
Mojo!
We lead, the other shows swallow. Follow.
Mojo in the morning.
Ooh, I should have played that one after the second date update. Hold on a second. Hold on, Stephanie. Stephanie got kicked out of the casino. What did you get kicked out of the casino for?
Me and my little sister, I'm normally a table player, and I play in high limits all the time, so I'm a frequenter of the
Okay,
this
baller.
casino. And me and my sister were playing slots, which I normally never really play because I play baccarat, and we were laughing, hooting, hollering, had a few drinks. We kept hitting little small jackpots. We were loud. It was the casino. We were happy. This lady looks at me, and I was got to go to the bathroom. My sister was in there, and she goes, "Must you be so loud?" And I looked at her, and I was like, "Lady, mind your business. We're just having fun." I come back, and she's got security there and said she felt threatened by me because I told her to mind her business because we were happy because we were hitting little jackpots here and there. And they actually kicked me out. I had to call my host and be like, "They're kicking me out of here because this lady said I was being too loud at a casino."
Unreal. Wow. What casino? Wait, what casino was this?
It was MGM.
Oh, my gosh. That's crazy.
And then when I got my host on the horn, and then they're escorting me and my sister out, and I'm parked in VIP parking because I gamble a lot, so I'm a higher level. And the security's trying to walk me to where everybody goes out, and I was like, "Dude, I'm not in that one. I'm over here." And
I'm a VIP, and I'm never coming here anymore.
Yeah, and I said, and I just talked to my host, and she's not happy that I'm getting put out for just having fun.
Yeah.
And they actually had to apologize to me for doing that.
Oh, I bet. That's crazy. That's some lady with an oxygen tank complaining.
Not the oxygen. They give you some money to play?
I'm like, lady, yeah, I was like, the casino is so big. Like, do you have, if you don't like what we're doing, there's plenty other slot machines to go to, lady.
And you're supposed to be loud there. The whole point is they want to give away some money, or they want to appear that they're giving away some money.
You can tell she was losing.
That's probably what it was.
She was having a bad day.
Exactly.
Mojo in the morning has a shot for you to win $1,000 now. Pay your bills is on.
Hold on, there's another good call. Pay your bills. What's the word? Happy. Go enter the word happy right now on mojointhemorning.com. That's happy. Enter that up on mojointhemorning.com under the cash contest to win $1,000 to pay your bills. Pick up your phone if you get a call from a number you don't recognize. You will, of course, be told that you won $1,000 if that's the case. So happy is the word on the cash contest. Bill, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Bill got kicked out of a strip club.
Whoa.
Why did you get kicked out of a strip club, Bill?
So me and a couple of my buddies, this is when I was living out of state, we were at Topless Bar one night, as you do. Three of us guys, and we were having a pretty good time knocking them back. And I went to the restroom, and I came back to the bar, and I couldn't find either one of my friends. So I went up, looked by the tip rail, the little bit of the couch area, couldn't find them. Finally, security says, hey, they said, you got to go. Your buddies are outside. Well, turns out my friend took his shirt off, and they threw him out for being topless. So
you can't take your shirts off unless you're the actual employees that are getting paid to do that, right? There was too much competition.
Yeah, I guess a 6'4", 300-pound man is not as sexy as me.
You got to wait for amateur night.
All right, thanks for the call. It's Mojo in the Morning Show. Kevin has rules at his mother of Josiah's house.
Yeah.
So
I didn't know these were rules until like 2 weeks ago.
So you guys have a great co-parenting relationship.
Yeah.
But now she's instilling rules for you.
I don't know what's going on, to be honest with you. But I put up, so the first rule, and she texted me after I left, was don't beep the horn when you come in the driveway. I'm like, all right.
Wait a second.
Why
so
do you do that?
When you go pick Josiah up, you don't walk to the door, you just beep the horn?
See, 12 years old, he can come out the house. What I'm walking to the door for? I don't have to hold his hand and put him in the car seat. Like, no, he's 12 years old. Come run out. So I'll text her, or I'll be like, hey, I'll be there at 8. Like last night, it was like, I'll be there at 8. And this is me dropping him off, to go there. So 8 o'clock, 8:05, 10-minute grace period. Walk in the house, boom, 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 boom. When I'm coming to get him, I'll say, I'll be there in 5 minutes. I'll be there in 10 minutes. When I pull in the driveway, a quick beep, beep to let you know I'm here. Like, that's what the beep, beep is for. She texts me like, don't beep the horn when you pull in the driveway. I'm like, all right. And then, some conversations aren't worth having. So it's not like something I'm going to be like, well, why can't I beep the horn? I just, whatever. Your house, what you do. And she texted me the other day and was like, don't throw loose trash in my dumpster. I didn't even respond to that either. First off, it's not my trash. It's Josiah trash. It's all his Capri Suns and fudge cookies and all that kind of stuff. Get your trash, throw it in the dumpster.
It's like a dumpster. What's a dump?
Like the one you put on the trash can, the one you put onto the street every week.
So it's your her garbage can.
Her garbage can.
Oh, okay, her personal
it's not
garbage
a dumpster.
can.
A dumpster is like communal, but this is actually her garbage can.
Her garbage can with her little address on there.
Yeah.
Don't throw loose trash.
She wants you to throw it in a bag, a garbage bag, so that it doesn't get dirty in her garbage can.
Who has bags like that just ready to go?
Well, can you walk it in the house, or no? You too lazy because you're out.
Toot, beep, beep. He's sitting in the car. He's not going in.
You feel me? This isn't a regular occurrence. Like every Wednesday or whatever the day is, we're throwing trash away. But if I look in the back seat and Joe got wrappers and stuff, go throw that in the trash can.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
For real? Which one do you do?
I would do the same thing. Kev, like I throw random stuff in my garbage can all the time. But there are some people that are crazy about everything being bagged.
What about the beeping? What about that part?
I mean, that wouldn't bother me. I don't know.
Thank you.
You're okay.
You could also just send a text saying here if it bothered her that much, but that would not bother me, the beeping.
And it wasn't premeditated. It's not like I'm laying on the horn. It's just, bye-bye, I'm here.
Maybe her neighbor said something. I don't know.
But you don't like the idea, though, that he's just sitting out in front of the house and he's beeping? Like, so impersonal. Like, maybe she wants to share.
No, I agree with that. It is impersonal.
Maybe she wants to share,
the
hey, Josiah wasn't feeling good. I want to tell you a little bit about this, whatever. She wants to share some parenting stuff with
So
her.
you want me to pull up in the driveway.
Yes.
Go to the door.
You said that you're going to get more exercise this year.
Ring the doorbell, knock on the door.
Yes.
And like sit in and have tea.
No, you don't have to have
tea. But you guys talk all the time. So if there's something about Josiah that's going on, you guys you don't need that moment to transition and that information.
I don't like the idea that you're beeping like that, especially because when Josiah, and I know he's getting older, But Josiah is not like he's 15 or something like that. He's still. You guys are still parenting. You're still got some stuff to do. And I think that it would be nice for you to walk up and you guys have the ability to be able to just go, hey, how you doing? How's it going? How was the weekend? What's going? You know what I mean? Like it doesn't need to turn into anything more than just talk about Josiah.
So I'm there to pick up Josiah, and I can't beep the horn for him to run out and get in the car.
No, you can't.
That's the issue?
Well, I think that it seems very impersonal. Does she walk up to your door to go get Josiah?
No.
What do you mean? So she's telling you that she doesn't want.
He just stands by the door and watches, and when she's there, he runs out.
Yeah, she'll open it, or she might not even open the door. Josiah just come out.
So how does Josiah know when to walk out?
Either I guess I'll be, or like I said, I'll
no,
say.
How does Josiah know to walk out to
when
her?
she's there?
She'll probably tell him your dad's outside.
No. When
for her at your house.
Oh yeah. So
does she walk up to your door?
So she has a home. I have an apartment. So I have to like walk out and like take him through a gate in order for him to get out. To
okay. So then I take back what I said. Maybe she should do the same for you and walk Josiah out to you. But you shouldn't.
She doesn't have to.
He can just run out himself.
He's 12 years old. He can walk out the door.
What's up, Levita?
Hey, Mojo, I love y'all. Good morning.
We love you.
Good morning,
Levita. Love you too. Thank you.
Kev, let me just say this. I love you. You gave me the name Excalibur a few radio shows back. But I just want to say, you remind me of my ex. I understand how you feel about garbage bin in a can that's not yours. But if it's a problem, just accept it. Just let her be. Don't make a big deal of I love you, Kevin. I just want to say that I love you, but you remind me of my ex.
Levita, I'm on your side.
Do you like your ex or do you not like your ex?
Well,
be
he's
honest.
an ex for a reason.
I can't stand my ex. But I like
Levita, I'm on 100% with you. Maybe I could have acknowledged the text because I just brushed it off. I was like, this ain't even worth going down. But I haven't done it since. I haven't beeped the horn. I was like, okay, whatever you want to do, let's just do it that way. Keep the peace.
What's up, Toya? Hi, it's Mojo in the morning.
Hey, Kev. Hey, Mojo. Hey, Shannon.
Good morning.
What's up?
The city that I live in, when I roll my big can to the curb, they take the bags inside of it out. And if it's loose garbage in there, they will not take it. They will leave it in there.
Interesting.
So it could be, right, she's saying that for that reason. So, but it's just a little fix. And I do keep random bags in my car for garbage. So that it is a thing.
Okay.
I love y'all.
Wait, real quick. What about the beeping thing?
Yeah.
What about
so
the fact?
stuck on the
What about the fact that he's so lazy he can't even go up and get his son?
Well, I don't think it's now to his defense. I got you, Kev. Don't worry.
Go
I
on.
don't think it's being lazy, but I think, like he said, this is an ongoing. This isn't a new parenting situation.
Yeah.
So I think based on the relationship there, I think a little beep beep toot toot is all right.
Little
we
beep
go.
beep toot toot.
Little
What is that
ignition.
song?
Ignition.
Beep
R.
beep
Kelly.
toot toot. Yeah. What's up, Moni?
It can't be Moni.
Money.
Hi,
It can't no way.
He's on a roll today with
I know
names.
her name. Here she come now saying, Money, Money. What's up, Money?
Yeah, first time caller.
Money on the phone.
What's going on?
My first time calling into a radio station at all.
Oh, wow.
I was just calling because I live in a duplex in a house, but I don't really like it when my neighbors have people come by and they beep the horn to get somebody rather than just calling. I feel like calling would be better because it's kind of impersonal and
Just pick
inconvenient
up the
to
phone.
everybody else.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I'd even like that better than the beep. Although somebody said Kevin needs to go get a Tesla because in Teslas you can switch the horns around and you can make your horn an air horn. Could you imagine? Imagine if Kevin's out in front of the house?
Real problem at that point.
That would be hysterical. What's up, Lydia?
Hey there, gang. How are you?
Hey,
there.
What's going on,
Lydia?
Lydia?
Good. Hey, I just feel like, there's nothing wrong with what he's doing, putting the garbage in the garbage can. He's actually showing their child responsibility. And, that goes a long way with these kids that are in divorced families. showing that they can be friends, showing that things can be easy. These things aren't major problems, because what are they going to do when they have to deal with the real important things in
Maybe
life?
Josiah should
These
take that
things-
garbage in with him and throw it in her garbage can inside.
Then she'd really be pissed.
Why? You think so?
Don't bring no trash in my house.
Really?
That's crazy.
That's
Why?
so funny. Like, I don't care.
No.
You have stuff to throw
But,
away.
but you
just throw
heard
it
that
away.
caller that said that maybe the town doesn't let her do it.
In that case, I understand. But you do not need to bring trash from outside inside.
What's going on? How you doing, Blake?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. What's up?
So I just wanted to say that Kev just inspired me. I just dropped off my kids and I beat the horn.
There we go.
You are not a smart man, Blake. You're going to cause for problems in that co-parenting relationship. Oh, that's bad. What's up, Danita?
Oh my
Hey,
God. so
Danita
many.
on the phone.
What's up,
We gotta
Danita?
have a tracker.
Yeah, listen, my mama was crazy. If you pulled up in front of her house and blew the horn, she would run out with a bat and tell you don't go.
Oh my God.
She would run out, listen, she would run out with a bat and say, don't know H's live here, so you come.
Danita, that's great. Oh, that.
And my mama was a country lady too, so.
Don't mess with
That's so
Danita's
good.
mom. By the way, I got to go to the bathroom so bad, and we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. We'll be right back with more Mojo in the morning in